right. If you need some shit for your old motorcycle, then you need to check out oldbikebarn.com and check out Bear at oldbikebarn.com. And I know my guest tonight is wondering if Bear is part native or not, but we'll worry about that later. I got to pull up my fucking list of fucking sponsors. This is going off bad already. Old Bike Barn at oldbikebarn.com, especially if you need some shit for your old Japanese bike. They got shit no one else got, right? Ryan, you're not helping.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hold on. All right. I don't even know. I'm not even going to worry about pulling up the list of sponsors. We're just going through. If you happen to be in the unfortunate situation where you find yourself in a motorcycle accident, you need to check out the motherfuckers over at lawtigers.com.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And they are a motorcycle law firm founded by riders for riders. You can go to lawtigers.com or go to the Facebook's page and type in Law Tigers and then your state so you get in touch with your local regional office. Yeah. If you have issues with fucking anxiety or depression or fucking insomnia, you need to check out CradleLakeClear.com. They make the best and cleanest and fucking most legit CBD there is on the market. Check them out, CradleLakeClear.com. Use the promo code BigTruth at checkout and get, I think it's like 20 or 30% off your order. Damn. I can't remember exactly, but it's a lot. So check them out. Now, if your vet's the same way, I mean, your pet, you got a dog that's a little fucking snippy or a cat that's a fucking asshole, check out vetcs.com. They have CBD oil specifically formulated for your pet. They have canine one. They have
feline ones.
Feline. I was like, what is a cat called?
Do they have equine ones?
They got equestrian.
Yeah, those are the big pills.
Yeah, if you're a fucking horse rider and you got fucking weird anxiety, check out vetcs.com. They'll get you hooked up. And, you know, it was founded by a vet and a vet tech. It's all legit, clean as shit out there. Don't go to the bodega and get some fucking bullshit fucking...
Bodega boner pills. You don't want it.
You don't want bodega boner pills saying that they're fucking CBD. Cock bleeding daily or something. I don't know. Fucking like, but that's what we're talking about. We're talking about CBD oil that is for anxiety, for insomnia or some shit, or inflammation. You tore something and it's inflamed, fucking get CBD oil. If you use the promo code BigTruth at checkout, you get 20% off your order there. If you need some clothing, check out omertamia.com, OMERTAMIA. Coolest and fucking most legit streetwear clothing company there is on the market. I'm not going to say anything else. Omertamia.com, promo code BigTruth at checkout, get 20% off your order. Now, Omerta makes all like the shit that's like stop glorifying rats, fucking mind your business, that type of shit. You know, hard shit. Now, if you're into other kinds of hard shit, like you like fucking spinning King Diamond records backwards, you fucking sodomize rats or fucking do weird shit to animals or fucking, you know, read fucking Aleister Crowley fucking things to like cinematic backgrounds. I don't know what the fuck you do. You're into weird shit. You like serial killers. You like fucking weird shit, but you're also into like 70s boogie vans or choppers. You need to check out Heavy over at heavy.bigcartel.com and use the promo code FTW there and you get a percentage off your order. Did I say at Omerta you've used Big Truth, you get 20%?
Yeah.
I forgot what Zach's giving. Zach's giving something off your order if you use the promo code FTW.
Deals on deals.
Deals on deals. I'm fucking hooking you motherfuckers up left and right. If you're into motorcycles and fucking want to know more about motorcycles, check out chopcult.com, the biggest information clearinghouse there is for motorcycle riders and, chopper builders and everything like that. Chopcult.com, they also got an online message board where you can sell, online swap meet where you can buy, sell, and trade parts, and events page where you can find out about motorcycle related events all across the world. So check them out, chopcult.com, on all the social medias at Chopcult. Am I forgetting anyone? Come to Chopperhead.
Yeah.
We'll get you drunk. We'll come to Chopperhead. We'll get you drunk. We'll feed you hot peppers.
I still haven't eaten those. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, you ain't one. Yeah, but it's in your blood, dude. We'll do weird shit. We'll fucking give you an oil change or build you a full custom chopper. Anything in between. We got a parts counter. We got a fucking showroom. We got helmets and shit.
Yeah, we got
Swag.
turn signal fluid.
Okay. Turn signal fluid. Fucking. We got bulbs for your fucking oil tank. Whatever you need. We got it. Chophead.com. If you want to find out more information about the show, go to bigtruthpodcast.com. All the episodes are up there. Now, as a reminder, wherever you listen to this, whether it's on Spotify or Apple, iTunes, whatever, Android, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever, make sure you like the episode, leave a review if you can, whether it's just like stars or actually writing something in. Share it, send it over to all your friends, family, whatever. And yeah, that's the best way to keep the show going and growing. And if you want to actually put your money where your mouth is and actually physically support the show, you can go to patreon.com/bigtruth. And there's different ways for you to actually financially support the podcast over there. And without further ado, we're going to get into today's episode right now.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a liftoff.
Yes, once again, we have liftoff. I want to thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Big Truth Podcast. And today, we're broadcasting live from Chophead Custom Cycles, but the shop is open, so expect a lot of distractions and weird noises and shit going on in the background. But that's all right, because it is a fucking motorcycle shop and it's a motorcycle podcast, so that shit's going to happen sometimes. We can't do them all at night, but I got my man El Guy is in town, so he used to be over at Voodoo Vintage. He's worked with West Coast. He's worked with a bunch of shops and motorcycle and hot rod shit through the years. And my old friend and old business partner Jay, who's now doing Vintage Triumph Supply, and DGB Moto is in the house. And Ryan's walking around. He might chime in now and then too. And you're gonna hear random customers and bullshit happening probably in the background. And Jay's sanding, so if you hear like a little weird he's wet sanding the tank as we talk, because we are open. This is, a work day.
Hey, Jay, is that you got to do long strokes on that? Or what?
Real long strokes.
Oh my.
I just want to say I was ambushed into doing this.
Well, that's what ambush journalism is what they call it, right? Yeah. But yeah, no, we've already done the podcast twice today, and now we're actually going to hit record and really actually start it. And at El Guy's request, I don't know if you remember this sound, we're bringing back the mystery bag of shooters or the mystery bag of nips. Mm-hmm. What's the other word for those things? What do you guys call them out there?
Fuck, I don't know, man. Hangovers.
Yeah, that too. But the mystery bag of nips from episode 1, and it's made its appearance in a lot of the early episodes. So at random points, we're going to pull something and have to drink it, no matter what it is. Eating taffy is probably the worst fucking. The worst thing to do on a podcast.
Just looking at my candy, bro. Got to swallow it down with some tahini.
Yeah, man.
Well,
so
why don't we start off by taking a shot just to get things rolling?
Yeah, I'm stone fucking sober. Mm-hmm. Right. You can't look. You just gotta flash go, and you gotta put your hand in there and pull it out, and whatever you got, you get.
The fuck is this, Dr.
McGillicuddy's?
Yeah. Apple pie.
I'm just gonna mix them up.
That's
a
a
little
New England favorite.
Oh yeah.
Ah, shit. All right, I got McGillicuddy's butterscotch
I got Fireball.
Trade you.
fireball. No, you just gotta drink what you pull. What's going on here?
Fuck. These things are tight as fuck.
Jesus Christ! I had to open that one with my fucking tooth.
Salute.
All right, cheers, cheers, fellas. All right, there you go. Yeah. That's not too bad. What did you get?
Oh, apple pie.
Oh yeah,
Oh, he's got Fireball. He's
yeah.
sorority
All right.
girl over here.
So why don't you start us off here, man? Kind of give a little bit of background and what got you involved in the motorcycle world and the custom world, and kind of talk a little bit about your background and what got you here, man.
Right on. It's weird that I'm even on this podcast because I kind of just fuck, man. I've only been building for. It doesn't even feel that long compared to you guys. Like I think I've only been around for like 10 years or some shit. But I mean, growing up as a kid, I used to go to a local shop. Occasionally, this guy out of South Texas, his name's Dirty Dave. He owns Dirty Dave Cycles over in Edinburgh, Texas. He was like an old fucking crusty biker dude. Like he had 2 shops at one point. And I mean, I must have been in elementary, dude. And I used to hang out like in tattoo shops and shit and certain motorcycle shops. Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
And
We're making audio adjustments on the fly.
yeah. So they would give me so much shit, man, for being a kid, but it's kind of the way we grew up as kids, man. Like you had to put your time in. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't just given to you. Like nowadays, all these motherfuckers that come out, dude, they're just they think just because they do a little something, they're like hot shit. It's like, man, when we were growing up as kids, they used to tear us up. Like apprenticing isn't even a fucking thing anymore. Like growing up as a kid, like in a tattoo shop, like, I mean, there were times where it wasn't fucking easy, man. I went in there. The first thing I would have to do every morning was fucking clean the shitter and shit in some crappy tattoo shop. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. So you started in the tattoo world first.
I was an apprentice. It was a way for me to try to pay for my pinstriping, all my paint work. Like,
Yeah.
I liked painting with oils and shit like that. So I was basically just an artist. I just didn't end up following that profession.
Did you get to a point where you were like tattooing for a while, or?
For a bit. I mean, it was just occasionally here and there, but I really didn't enjoy it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it just didn't
Yeah, it didn't stick.
seem better than it was. Like,
Yeah. I also had there was a couple of guys there growing up. There was a guy by the name of Bismarck, and he was kind of a dipshit, dude. He was an asshole with me. I was like, fuck, you're a dick. He'd hang out with the Chicago cats out there, and I was like, man, that explains a lot. And then I had this other dude by the name of Josh Wheeler from Ohio, and he actually, he started helping me out. And then in my homeboy Creep, he continued my education when he came down my apprenticeship. It's just, I preferred to paint, dude. I didn't really give a shit about tattooing, but it was weird.
So yeah, and I know you done a lot of pinstripe. You do a lot of paint and pinstripe work.
Yeah. Well, used to. I kind of live a square life now. For the past 3 years, I've been stuck in Florida, just trying to heal myself. I did a lot of damage to myself, and now I'm just trying to heal myself spiritually. I'm Native American, so it's kind of like one of those things where a lot of the shit I did to myself was like taboo. So I'm trying to heal my wounds. And now I'm working a fucking professional job. So it's kind of weird. I walked away from from the motorcycle industry too. And I spent, this is the first shop, like I was telling you earlier. And this is probably the first time I've been in a shop in 3 fucking years, man. I completely walked away. Nobody fucking knew where I went. And even nowadays, I'm all over the country, dude. Like dudes will see me and they'll be like, "Hey, man, what the fuck you doing here? I thought you were just in Texas or Florida or Chicago."
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Where are you originally from? From Texas?
Originally, I was born in McAllen, Texas.
Okay.
It's way down in the border, pretty violent fucking area. It's not a nice place, but it was good for me, man. The fucking tacos were good. Going over to Mexico, even though all this shit was going on, we're going out there being fucking hoodlums.
What Mexican city did it border?
Reynosa, Matamoros, shit like that.
Okay. Yeah, man. Border towns are usually pretty fucking wild, dude.
Bro, the fucking parties that were crazy, but it's like any other small town, man. There's always it's the same hood rats hanging out and shit. And it's fuck, man, I need to get the fuck away because I'm gonna end up in the same situation with 12 fucking kids and
Yeah. At age 16, 12 kids.
I shit you not, man. In high school, there must have been 4 fucking chicks that were pregnant, dude. And these chicks were still down to throw down with the dudes. I was like, what the fuck, man? It was hood as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I used to, when I lived in Arizona, I lived in Tucson, and we'd go to Nogales and then walk over the border and go into there was the U.S. Nogales and then Mexico Nogales. And same thing, go get tacos and fucking
Yeah.
Mexican Cokes and fucking,
Yeah.
it was fucking good times.
Cheap as shit, dude.
Yeah.
You ever go to Boys Town?
No.
Yeah, he's saying no because he knows what it is. Man.
Yeah. But so what even got you into like the custom world? Like, you know, like what made you go into that tattoo shop or want a pinstripe or get involved in motorcycle shit?
Fuck, it was, I didn't pay attention in school, man. I just kind of wanted to draw all the time. And then I started doing these little doodles, and I was just kind of a little rebellious kid, man. I must have been in elementary when I first, middle school when I walked into my first tattoo shop. It was, they didn't really like it much, but fuck it. I didn't give a shit. It was called, goddamn, Flaming Heart Tattoos, and my buddy Creep was working there at the time, which I ended up working for him later on when he owned First Class Tattoos in Edinburgh. But I don't know, I just walked in one day and I loved the artwork, and I just kind of started doing my own shit and like acting like a little kid. So in middle school, I used to like draw on motherfuckers and charge them I was tattooing or whatever. But that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of how I got into shit like that. And then the motorcycles, I walked into this one shop, that cat I was telling you about, Dirty Dave. I went into a shop and he had like an old fucking panhead there, and I was like, God damn, that thing's gorgeous. Like fucking hardtail. The lines were clean as shit. I had seen his work around. I just didn't know it was him. But a lot of the guys in the local tattoo shops, they had like badass pans and knuckles from this dude, shovels, mainly pans and shovels.
Yeah.
And it was like, fuck, man, like I want to do that. And like in high school, I was failing every class but like fabrication. And then that kind of sparked my interest. When I was a kid, I was fucking up in school. So they had this whole meeting for me with my fucking teachers and shit. And it was basically like, hey, dude, you're fucking failing. You're going to be a fucking loser.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. And they're like, hey, what do you want to do the rest of your life? I'm like, I don't know. I kind of want to build bikes like Jesse James. But the only reason I dropped that name was because he was relevant for people like that at the time.
Yeah.
But I was really into guys like Indy and Larry, Paul Cox. I mean, Mondo from Denver's, we were talking about him earlier.
Yeah.
And those were really my fucking idols, man. And I don't know, it just kind of, I told them that's what I want to fucking do for a living. And they told me, well, you got to have a little more real expectations. And I'm like, well, you know, you can go fuck yourself because this is what I'm going to do. So, you know, after that day, I was like, this is kind of what I'm going to do. So I started learning how to fucking build Triumph motors and starting to work on my own fucking bikes. And then, I mean, my work from early days was shit, man.
Everyone starts somewhere, right?
Yeah, I was a good grinder. But, you know, I started up with the motors and shit. And then later on, I evolved into frames. And with the help of David Roy, like I was already doing like a lot of high-end fab work. But when I met David, he gave me a chance to come into the shop. And
That's from Voodoo Vintage.
yes, sir.
Just so for people that might not know. So how old were you at this time when you were?
At Voodoo?
Yeah. When you first started working in the industry.
Fuck, I think I was in my like mid-20s, I think, man.
Yeah.
But I was a real fuck up, dude. Like, I was always getting into fights or starting shit with somebody. And,
Yeah.
You know, doing hooligan shit. And then I finally kind of grew up out of it. And then I cleaned up. Didn't drink as much. And then I started with Voodoo. So David gave me a shot. And then I started working over there. Anywhere from like 4 to 5 years or some shit. But, I mean, he let me spread my wings. He let me actually put down my work, and he saw potential in me, you know. And I mean, I got a lot of thanks and praise for that, man. Like his work ethics is like an old school Texas country boy work ethics. Like that dude's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, man. And I mean, it's funny because it was, you know, going through text messages today. I realized when I said, dude, we got text messages from like 2016.
Yeah, that's
when
crazy.
when you guys were doing the front end for our Born Free build. You know, it's crazy timelines, dude, and how things go circular and shit and fucking. But what was your first like? What did you first start doing? Like, so you did a tattoo apprenticeship. Then you started wanting to do more art stuff, like pinstriping and paint stuff, and then you got into fabrication.
Actually, yeah, because before I went into Voodoo, I was working at a bunch of different shops. Like I would kind of hop around. I was all over the country and just kind of didn't have any direction. I was just fucking blowing wherever the wind took me. And
Yeah.
I ended up in Vegas at the age of like fuck, man, I think I was like 19 or some shit. I ended up in Las Vegas and I was working at some shitty little hot rod shop, and then I met a bunch of other dudes, and like Christian Sosa was one of them, man.
Yeah.
Like, I met him back in the day, and then I met him again, like, or I reintroduced myself as when I was already at Voodoo, but like the whole Las Vegas scene, like they all know each other, so they all hang out. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, not all of them, but you know what I mean.
Sure, yeah.
But it was kind of cool. So I was working as a fabricator back then. I just never changed my direction. I always wanted to just build a full on bike, and then once that happened, I started building more, and I could comfortably say that I could build an entire motorcycle.
Yeah. What was the first bike you built?
Fuck, I can't even remember. I think it was it was like a '69 Triumph Bonneville that I took forever to build.
Yeah.
It was called the Tacos and Sluts, like the first one that I actually fucking got done. And then, yeah, it was just hard to, I don't know. I was new to Triumphs at the time, so
Yeah.
they can be complicated, man.
Well, it's anything. They all got their nuances. Like,
Yeah.
certain things you got to know about Triumph if you're putting Triumph together versus Harley.
Yeah, and especially when you start getting in the motors, man, you start finding these little parts, and then you start realizing, oh, they used to just drill holes in these fucking things to make them faster. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Fucking.
I don't know, man. I think it's time for another pull.
Yeah, I think so. Goddamn, you fucked up on this flight. Fuck, how many fucking bottles you
Well, we
got?
don't have to. There was no rule that we have to finish them all. I just tried to fill up a bag.
I'm over here looking for.
You got a butterscotch.
Yeah, fuck it.
It's not bad. It's not
Jay.
bad.
Yeah, man, but that's kind of how
Another fireball. I'm gonna get all fireballs.
I got a fireball too. I got a fireball too.
Damn, how much alcohol's in these fucking things? What
lot.
the fuck? Dude. Is that 2.1 or 21%?
93%.
Okay, I guess that's not bad.
33
Is it 33? Oh, 33%.
in the fireball's 33.
Oh, okay.
5 proof.
Shit, you can have that.
You said you want to get fucked up before your flight, so
I said fucked up, not arrested.
so then from Voodoo, you were there for like 5 years. You guys, what was some of the stuff Voodoo was doing? I know you guys were doing frame stuff. I know you guys were doing front ends.
We did front ends. We on yours you have the Relic. We had the Velocity. So there's 2 different styles. Damn, that's strong. That's nice. So you guys have the
Relic.
yeah, the Relic on yours. So the Relic's just the girder front end. It's the one with all the speed holes, if anybody's seen it. And then we have the Velocity, and that was the one with the leaf springs.
Yeah.
That everybody liked those 2. Like they were pretty rad. David usually stuck to board track racers. So David was a big board track racer guy, man. Like he loved the style, man. He loved the line. So that's where a lot of it came into play with him. Like all of his bikes, all the earlier ones with the crazy fucking tanks. He had the rocket tanks. I still have the prototypes on my fucking wall over in the garage, man. Like, but he was big into that, and I was like the chopper dude. Like I was into it forever, so I kind of tried to push more choppers, and then. Yeah.
Pretty sure our boy Troy from Troy Fab. He used Steve from Troy Fab. He used the Velocity front end on his.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Shout out to Steve at Troy Fab. We're gonna be doing, just as an aside, we're gonna be doing a Chopperhead Troy Fab giveaway. He did a panel that we're gonna be a Chopperhead panel that he bead rolled out that we're gonna be giving away. So stay tuned. Follow the Chopperhead Instagram. We're gonna be doing that this week. Did someone just walk in?
No, that's the okay. I saw his beadwork, and that's the guy. Yeah, I've heard of that dude, man. I've been a fucking fan of his for a minute.
Well, there's a lot of guys that do the bead roll and stuff, but
he's the OG.
that was that dude. His name's like Jamie.
Yeah, James. Fucking, he's got that
You know what I'm
badass
talking
fucking
about.
bead roller.
Yeah, he's the guy that does the sick stuff. But several years ago, Steve started getting into it, and he got pretty damn good at it. So
Jamie Jordan.
Jamie
that's
Jordan,
it.
yeah.
There you go. See, it works. There you go.
Dude, you know, a guy comes on this podcast once, he's already fucking stepped it up, and he's got like the Google, the computer. I'm looking at what he's looking up. I'm like, fucking shit, I need this shit.
Yeah, you can have that one. Just bring in your
that's
laptop.
like,
yeah, no, seriously.
That's like what that Joe Rogan dude's got, that dude on the side that just looks stuff up for him.
Yeah. The crazy thing about Joe Rogan is,
bro.
yeah, the crazy thing is that my homegirl over in Austin, Janine, she rides motorcycles too, man. But so she's some kind of fucking scientist. She deals with like Ebola or some shit, like
Ebola,
yeah. Just well, you were one of those cats too.
Yeah.
So they got a spot there in Austin. They shoot the Joe Rogan podcast right next door.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
she'll
'cause
see
he's
like,
done-
so she'll see all those dudes around. I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck, dude? Like,
yeah.
it's a trip, man. Damn, that's like, oh, cool.
It's Ryan. It's Ryan. It freaked me. I just look like a shadow person.
Yeah, so going back to Voodoo, man, like I was trying to push more of the chopper stuff. I was always that was my jam. Like ever since I was growing up as a kid, I was around the right people, man. Like they gave a shit about what they did.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was different. Like you just fuck, man, you had to build your own shit. Nowadays, everything's so like done for you. Like you can just go on the internet and fucking buy it. But back in the day, you actually had to fucking put like sweat into it. Like
Yeah. Well, you know, in pre-internet, like you had to seek things out more.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just given to you. Like you couldn't just Google.
yeah.
Like, you know, there's always been aftermarket parts manufacturers and
Yeah.
suppliers like AE and stuff in the
Yeah.
60s, 70s. You could order some shit. But it just wasn't like you couldn't Google or YouTube how to do this.
Yeah.
Like you just had to figure it out, or you had to have someone show you. You had to like
Yeah.
hang out with someone. Like me and Jay used to hang out at Jim Bernier's shop in New Hampshire.
shit.
And rest in peace, Jim Bernier. You know what I mean? But he showed us a lot of shit. Or got old guys like Hutch that showed us a lot of shit and took us under their wings. And, you know, we'd go up there every week, and we drove all the way up to New Hampshire every weekend and just hung out with Jim, and he would show us like how to build a motor or how to do this.
That's crazy.
The other thing too is all the early stuff like the 60s and 70s AE and all that shit. That shit was all gone. So when we started,
Yeah.
I mean, you were going to swap meets. eBay was like just around, and it wasn't really popular enough to find all this stuff. If you wanted rad shit, you were at swap meets looking for this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it wasn't just a dime a dozen like it is now. You know what I mean? You know, now if you want something, you can find it. It's
But I feel like the hunt for it, whether it was hunting to find something at a swap meet or the score at a swap meet, or hunting for the knowledge or someone to show you something, or just seeing another chopper like was on the road was fucking exciting. You know, never mind like there was no whole scenes around it then so much as there is now.
That was a big joy too, man.
But it made you appreciate everything
Yeah.
more. Like it just wasn't, like you said, it just wasn't given. It just wasn't readily
it
available.
was fucking earned, man. Like, but
It was
even-
almost like secret knowledge, like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I just got to the next level. Like, oh shit, you know what I mean? And
Because when you fucking see the old school dudes, they were fucking assholes, man.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like, but when you finally get to fucking go through swap meets, it's kind of like the tattoo industry, man, where you had to earn your fucking colors.
Yeah.
And you would see the same guys at swap meets, but you would be doing a certain fucking thing, and maybe some old school fucking gray haired motherfucker was out there doing the same shit like 20 years ago, like what you guys did with the Born Free build, where you flipped the fucking head.
yeah,
It's like,
well, Hutch was one of the first guys to do that. And
Yeah.
that's you know what I mean? That was an homage to him, you know?
yeah, and I remember doing that to my 69, man, but it was like I had no idea that that's the cat that did it. I saw it on a fucking
Well, I'm sure it spontaneously erupted.
Yeah.
But on the East Coast, like, Hutch was one of the first dudes. Like,
Yeah, with Hutch. So as far as he knows, when he was building his bike, before his was actually published, he had just finished building it, and another guy in '68 was published. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they basically did it at the exact same time.
mid to late 60s.
And just one guy was published in '68, the other guy was published in '69. Hutch is also, you know, he's a guy who says, I never saw forward controls until I saw him on my bike.
Yeah.
Like he, you know what I mean? Like he's like, he had stacks of magazines from like the 60s, and he's like, look at any of these magazines. There's no such thing as forward controls until I built mine first. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you know,
That's crazy.
and it's just crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you start talking to guys that, you know, they were there back in the 60s. Hutch has this rad picture. He's riding his Triumph Chopper, and he's got these like alien style fucking goggles on with this little tiny helmet, and he's just like totally like like psychedelic, like 60s, like fucking riding his chopper, dude. I was like, Hutch, you need to make this a shirt, dude, because this thing is this picture's so rad.
At least make a print or something.
Yeah.
We should tell him to make a print for us.
I've talked to him about it.
Yeah. For the shot.
Man. Yeah, but fuck, man, I'm lost now. God
Like
damn,
almost
these
like
fucking drinks.
caricaturized, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cartoonized, you know what I mean? Take it and make it like kind of cartoon, it would make a rad shirt.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, it is. It's different times. Now, that said, it's cool that things are more out there. You know what I mean? But the problem with it is it brings people that are really into it in it, and then it brings a lot more fair weather people in.
Yeah, man.
Back in the day, it wasn't cool to be on choppers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? And I'm not even, when I say back in the day, I'm talking about back in our day, early day, like, you know what I mean? Not the 60s.
Back
I
when it
wasn't
was still-
alive, you know what I mean? But like in the 90s and shit, you know what I mean? And whatnot, it was very small.
Yeah, and it was rough too, man. Like, it was just, fuck, man. It was kind of how we are with music, man, where we test motherfuckers to see what they really know.
Yeah.
You can't do this shit nowadays because people get so fucking, they're fucking sensitive, man. You can't. Like, I was living out in Austin, man, and I mean, I kind of grew up there, I guess, man. My family's from Chicano Park and shit, but I mean, the new kids that were coming into the block, like, fucking hipsters on choppers, like the only fucking dude, like I know a couple of legit ass motherfuckers that still rock their shovel heads, but they've been doing it for a minute and they're living the fucking life. They're still living like they were living in the fucking 80s, man. Like crazy. Yeah. My buddy fucking Parson, Ethan, big fucking long haired dude, smells like a fucking billy goat, but the dude's a bad legit motherfucker, man. And a lot of other cats in Austin, they're just, I mean, I'm gonna get some fucking blowback from this, but fuck y'all.
Whatever.
But it's
no, I don't live in Austin. I used to go to Austin all the time, like 15 years ago, and I see the difference between it then and see it between it then and now. You know,
somebody
Our
gotta get
first
that.
build,
Ryan.
back in 2002, our first build, we brought it up to Vintage Laconia, and we put it in the bike show, and it was literally
Our first build together.
Our first build in Chopperhead together.
Yeah.
We put it in a bike show. It was literally like a long line. It was just Triumph. Like, you know what I mean? The category is Triumph. It was like restorations, like 40 of them. There was 2 choppers, and the rest are all restorations or cafe races. Yeah. And we won, People's Choice. You know what I mean? So like that was like me and him were like, all right.
That was like it was legitimizing for us.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That was. Like you said, what people weren't like super into choppers. It was the bag is calling.
I don't want another fucking fireball. How come?
You gotta.
I know. I'm abiding by the rules.
Man, I'm gonna get a gel out of free card on this one. Just on this.
I got
one.
an apple pie.
I got a fucking fly. Oh yeah, that was nice. The butterscotch is good.
I can't even tell you how amused I am that you thought it'd be good to have taffy on
Hey,
a fucking
airhead, baby.
I'm like, what?
I was fucking hungry, dude. I woke up and the only thing, there was no fucking breakfast. Dude, I was at the Rammstein show last night. I've been following, so I was there in Chicago and then I was at the one last night. It took me 3 fucking hours to get back to my hotel.
Probably took so long just to get out of Gillette. It's like a bottleneck.
Yeah.
But before we forget, show him the video later. Like their stage setup is fucking ridiculous. Like
really?
I only know him from that one song. No, either am I. But
Yeah.
I do have a funny story of being in Mexico, and I was telling you I was in Mexico back in 2006, and we were going to strip clubs, and we went into one strip club, and they were playing Rammstein. So we were like, all right, so this is a good one. You know
They're
what I
big
mean?
in Mexico, man.
But like, all the other clubs we went to were like, and then we went to this one club, they were playing like Rammstein. We're like, all right, this is a good place to stay. So we hung around there.
It was crazy, man. So last night I was talking to the cats. So for the past 3 nights, I've been partying with the fucking crew. They work with a company called like FFP or some shit. They deal with the pyro technics, and I was also hanging out with the film crew because I guess they're working on the video or whatever. But we were getting fucking tanked outside front of the fucking the hotel. Everybody's coming out complaining like there's bottles all over the fucking place, and we're just chilling. I mean, we cleaned up, of course, but
Oddly, I've never seen like what Rammstein looks like, and it's so weird that
They just look like Germans.
no, but it's so weird that you
No
like,
disrespect to the German.
No,
listeners,
not at all.
But you,
You
all
guys are
have a
rad.
look. You
yeah,
got
but it's just so weird that when you told me
serious look.
that it's just so weird that when you told me you were hanging out with Rammstein. Like,
No, the
literally,
crew, yeah.
But literally like this week, like I'm just scrolling through like Instagram reels and shit, and like there's like a video of Rammstein like on the reels, and I was like, I couldn't believe this what the singer looked like. I thought he would look like Rob Zombie or something.
No, not
but he's
at all.
like clean cut, like you know what I mean, like super like. You know, like you said, he looks German.
Yeah, and it's funny too. They get a lot of fucking blowback in Germany just because he speaks in an old way, and then they look far right, but they're actually like way left, man. And they really, it's a way for them to say "fuck you" to the right, basically. Yeah,
You know what happens though when you get too far left, you end up being pretty much the same as far right.
no shit.
You know what I mean?
They're all crazy.
It's like every time somebody tries to give me some shit for saying something I said, I'm like, I'm Native American. Go fuck yourself, man. You guys took my land. Oh man.
You know
What tribe are you?
Sorry, I'm drinking. Lepan-Apache. It's like South Texas. Edinburgh is the main chapter for our group, but we've been fucking eradicated. Like, it's a trip when I talk about it, and people think like it's weird. And for a while, like I work for the DoD now, right? And I always thought that I might have been illegal because my fucking documentation says both my fucking parents are Caucasian. Oh. I look fucking white to you. So it's like one of those things. It's like it was a way for them to basically take away our fucking our identity. Yeah. And
so they did that on
purpose.
Not your parents, but
No,
whoever was
'cause-
filling out whoever's putting the enter in the forms or whatever.
because they knew that we could come back later on and fucking be like, this is our land, especially since we're Native American, man. They found every way to fuck us, dude. And it's insane, man. But
Dude,
yeah.
when I lived out in Arizona, I was friends with a medicine man. He was actually from the Kansas tribe, but he was working out on the Navajo res, and he brought me way out.
Oh,
It's fucking bananas out there, man. People were still living in Hogan, like Hogan houses, like the old with like pumps, like the wells outside. They were like pumping water.
What's
and shit.
fucked up is it's still like that, man. My buddy Johnny Vegas, he was out of Las Vegas, but now he's in fucking Virginia or some shit, man. But he would have to, him and the whole fucking hot rod crew, they all used to take water out to the res, I believe, man. That's what they were. So it's kind of like they don't have, like everybody thinks that Indian reservations are like modern day. No, dude. They're
It
fucking
depends where you are. Like some reservations are, not modern, but relatively like regular houses, and some of them are like.
It's a shithole, man.
Yeah.
Well, they were in the process at that time. Like you could see there was a lot of like prefab houses being delivered out there, but at the same time, you'd be in the edges of it. There was still traditional, like Hogans and shit, fucking taffy. But it was fucking crazy, man. It was crazy. Like, it's weird to think there's parts of the country you can go to.
Every time that goes off, we're going to take
All right,
a drink.
yeah, all right. That's anytime someone comes in, that if you heard that ding dong, that's people. That's our alert.
Oh,
that
I'm not
people
getting
are
on this
walking in
plane
and out.
without getting fucked at.
You can't. You
Same
violated.
color.
You can't claim a Native American shit on that.
God
you
damn it.
You gotta take what you take.
Yeah.
I got yours. This is just mint. This is the one you take like,
Another fireball.
when you're driving home, because it tastes and smells like toothpaste.
Oh,
you
that
say.
way the cops don't smell it,
I
huh?
just brushed my teeth off. With it.
2018, I did the Cannonball, and one of the tracks went through a reservation. And like I've been friends with some Native American people like over the years, like, but I never thought about it much until I was riding through a reservation on an Indian, and we had to stop at a store, and like there was a bunch of Native Americans there, and I was like, I wonder if they're gonna like. There was this big dude. He was a big Native American dude. I was like, and I'm like sitting by the Indian motorcycle, and I'm like,
What's he going to say?
you're gonna like be pissed off, like, you know what I mean, like, because you get so much bullshit like with the media and stuff about like all these like football teams with Native American names and all that shit. So like now we're in that era, and I'm like, are they offended by that?
Honestly-
The guy came by and he's like, oh, this bike's awesome. And he was like totally cool. And I'm like,
You know who's more offended by anything is just like middle class white
Middle
people.
I was gonna say, man, it's fucking white
middle
people,
class
dude.
Karens.
And to me, that's more racist. That's as racist as being racist when like they're being offended for you. Like,
Yeah,
you know
and
what I
it's
mean?
like, dude, I've had to tell people, man, why don't you shut the fuck up? Go sit down.
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
seriously,
yeah.
like, the only thing you guys are doing is taking away Aunt Jemima. You guys are taking away the fucking,
Uncle
what is
Ben's.
it, Lady of the Lake,
And
Uncle
Bud.
Ben's, and the only motherfucker that's left is the Quaker guy. It's
Yeah,
like, what
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck is this shit,
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
There's only one white guy now. It's like,
Yeah.
thanks, dipshits. Fuck.
I never thought of that, but that is a
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They take away all of the ethnicity, and now it's gentrification. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Let's just
Yeah, it's like, yeah, let's just eradicate
let's just
the rest of
whitewash
you.
every culture.
but under the auspice that it's racist. It's like, well,
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
they already did a lot to change. You know, I'm not jumping on the Aunt Jemima thing, but they did a lot to change her image to look more
Yeah.
up to date
Yeah.
and more not like
Yeah,
you know,
so
as
as
you know
an
what I mean?
old school character,
Yeah, yeah, they-
because we all saw like Little Lulu and shit growing up as kids. Maybe
Yeah,
I don't know, but
yeah.
some of that shit was like we didn't think about it back then. We were like, this is kind of cool. These are just fucking cartoons, and then you look at it now, and it's like because we've so been fucking brainwashed. It's like, oh, damn.
The thing that honestly pisses me off the most about like all the historical stuff is that we're comparing history to today.
Yeah.
Like we were a different world then.
Yeah,
And that's
dude.
the way the world
100%.
was. We can't look back on the way the world was and compare it to like, oh well, we suck now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is where
The world's always sucked.
the world. You know, no, but in
It's just it's always sucked. It was just different people doing the sucking.
Yeah, no,
but from from history immemorial till like maybe like the 1900s,
Yeah.
like countries were taking over other countries and people were taking over other lands, and it went back and forth and back and forth. And like even with Native Americans warred. Native Americans took Native Americans into slavery. You know, Africans took Africans into slavery. But we just want to compare what white people did. Like in this small amount of time, like America, they talked 400 years of
It's got real
slavery.
Ramstein right now.
wait, did it go off again?
No. But
I'm just going.
400 years of slavery. Well, America's only been a country for 250 years. You know what I mean? So, you know, and slavery was only slavery for 90 years in America. You know, when you want to really get into it, you know what I mean? Like we did atrocious stuff, but that was the way the world was in that era. It wasn't an American thing. It wasn't just a white guy thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere. China, Japan, you know what I mean? Like Europe,
Yeah.
America, South America, like warring tribes. Like that's just the way it was. But we want to sit here and focus on one specific like incident and say like, oh,
Yeah.
you horrible humans. Like, you know what I mean? Is it horrible what happened? Yeah, but that's the way the world was back then. You know what I mean? If that shit was happening today, and it actually is, slavery's happening today. Like,
Well, that's my whole thing. If everyone's so upset about slavery, it's still happening in the Middle East and in other parts of the world. Fight it right now. Fight it. It's happening in
sucking me in.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, man, we're all fucking slaves.
yeah,
Like,
I'm
we're
a
all
slave to
slaves
the government
system.
about 4 or 5 months out of the year.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking taxes.
they're taking all. Yeah, exactly, man. And what are we fucking? Most of us are trying to, or not most of us, but some squares out there, you know, they're trying to live this normal fucking day-to-day life where they're bringing home a fucking Mercedes Benz and bringing in all this money. But what are you really doing for yourself?
Or living just a little bit outside their means to try and look flashy. You know?
Yeah, I was talking to some Germans last night, and those guys live life like they just lived life, man. And you know, Americans, we see it as materialism, like, and that's kind of the way I see the some of the new age motorcycle dudes, man. Like to them, it's like, oh, I got a panhead, and I'm like, well, that's fucking cool, dude. But
Why
do
do
you
you
work
have
on
a
it?
panhead?
Yeah, why do you have a panhead?
Just 'cause it's cool.
Yeah, it's like you're fucking up for the rest of us now. You know, I can't even afford I mean, I got a couple, but
Yeah.
bikes and shit, but I can't afford that shit now, man. I've had mine since I was a fucking kid, dude. I found it in It was in a fucking backyard, man.
I found it in a backyard.
Actually, the guy got mad though. I mean,
He got mad. He got mad because I found his panhead in his backyard.
it's basically. It was funny though because like people are like most people have like small properties, but this is a fucking ranch. And I was going through.
Oh, all right. Well, that's different. That's different. I'm thinking a backyard like out here, which is like a fucking 10 square feet.
Hey, man. I discovered this panhead.
Behind your house. Why are you mad that I found this panhead behind your house?
I became Christopher Columbus. I discovered it.
Yeah.
No, but so I'm going through this old fucking. It's a ranch, so I'm like just trying to cut across, and I see something shiny, and it looks like a wheel. And I was like, that's kind of cool. So I start going up to it, right? And then this old fucking dude comes out and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And it looked like junk, dude. It looked like a fucking pile of shit that was just sitting around the backyard. And
Probably was a pile of shit.
It was, man. And it turns out that it was his dad's shit. And I ended up scoring a fucking Invader front and rear.
Yeah.
And like OG fucking Invader. And then he's like, I talked to him for a minute and I was like, you selling that? Like I was like, literally, there was no fucking gates. I was walking through everybody's fucking backyard, but these are like 20-acre properties. They're not, you know, some people might see it as, oh shit, but I just walked through there, man. I mean, fuck it. I got to get
shot.
home. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I got some other motorcycle shit. And then he opens up the garage. This is my dad's shit. And I'm like, cool. I'm like, how much you want for this shit? And that's how I got my 69 Ironhead. That was the first bike I ever fucking really rode. And then I found this old panhead and I bought everything for like, in total, I think I paid like $200. It was like a fucking junkie, man. You know what the fuck he was doing. I was like, oh, okay, fuck.
Yeah.
So
I had to get mine the hard way. I didn't inherit mine, so.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say on your knees.
Well, and I'd rather get down on my knees than have my father pass away. You know what I mean?
I told you my new profession, right?
No.
Prostitution.
Yeah, you did
I'm a
tell me
traveling
that.
hoe.
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
But no, I had to inherit mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's.
You sell the authentic native experience.
Yeah, man. I'm a traveling hoe.
A Travaho.
Yeah, travel. Go to the highest bidder. What do you think I was doing with Ramstein last night? Come on. Shit, this is an expensive party.
Expensive Uber.
Dude, I didn't even. Dude, it took me 3 hours to get back to my fucking hotel from the.
Well, at least you were in an
show.
Uber and not a cab.
It wasn't even a fucking Uber.
Oh,
dude.
that's right. It was the sketchy dude ride.
Dude, he had an Uber sticker and he's like, he comes up like rolling up and he's like, hey man, you need a ride? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, all right, how far are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm 60 minutes that way. He's like, well, $180. I'm like, go fuck yourself. You're fucking retarded.
Yeah, retarded. You were just waiting to drop a bomb, dude.
No,
I know it.
Man. So, you know, I tell him that.
He's like, I'm native. I can
like,
do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm native. I can say retard.
It's like, Peter, I'm retarded. So I tell this fucking dude he's fucking retarded. And I'm like, $100.
Yeah.
And he's like,
fuck yeah.
all right. So luckily I put my phone into GPS mode or whatever the fuck and
Could see the right
could
way
see
to
where
get
we're
there.
going.
Yeah.
And he puts his. This motherfucker's going towards like,
Furthest way out.
yeah. And I'm like, so I'm telling him, hey man, I just need to go straight down there. You're going fucking wrong way. So I can't say certain things. I told the motherfucker, but so he ends up dropping me to my fucking hotel. I give him $100. The guys from Ramstein are hanging outside my hotel. Well, not the band, but the crew that was hanging out with. And they're like, hey, what the fuck's up? And I'm like, Sven, what's going on, man? Fucking. So we started chatting it up. And I'm like, I got to go upstairs real quick. I get cash for this asshole. So I roll back down and, yeah, it was fucking safe, but they were like telling me, dude, you didn't even have to fucking take an Uber. You could have called one of us and you could have come back with the shuttle.
Yeah.
They're like, you were waiting there for 3 hours like a fucking moron, dude.
Yeah.
We've been partying this entire time. I was like, oh, fuck it.
Yeah, so you didn't want to intrude.
Yeah,
you didn't want to impose.
I mean, I just met them, dude. But
Yeah.
they're going down to San Antonio. I think they're going down tonight, maybe. But they're gonna be flying out. They're gonna be off for like 4 days. But yeah, it was a good time. I don't know.
Yeah.
They were cool.
Well, I'm not a Ramstein or Ramstein or however you say it fan, but
Yeah.
I will say that stage show was fucking
Yeah.
top notch, man, fucking spectacular. And I didn't realize, and this shows how out of touch I am with the fucking regular world.
Yeah.
I didn't know those motherfuckers were selling fucking stadiums out. I thought they were.
Yeah.
I thought they'd play like a 3,000 room cap room. They're fucking selling fucking 20, 30,
Yeah,
50,000 fucking stadiums out.
The smallest show apparently that they had was the one last night in
that was what,
Foxborough.
Yeah. Gillette Stadium where the fucking New England Patriots play. Right?
Yeah.
fucking.
Fuck those guys. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, whatever, you know.
I'm kidding,
just saying.
fuckers.
Yeah.
I don't follow football.
No, but what I mean is like that's a fucking stadium, dude.
Yeah.
That's like not a little stadium. That's fucking big.
And this was their smallest show, so they said
Yeah.
there was only gonna be like 20,000 people there.
Yeah, I didn't know
was
they were
like,
that
fuck.
big.
Yeah.
Fuck me. See that's how out of touch with the regular world I am.
Yeah,
And you know what? I wear that like a fucking badge of honor. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad I
Yeah,
didn't
no
know
shit.
that. I'm glad I didn't know that. I was upset about it, and then I was like, wait, no, I'm fucking glad. Good.
Yeah.
I shouldn't know that. I'd be upset if I did know that.
Honestly, and that's kind of how I am with the motorcycle scene, man. Like the first like the new age, I guess, motorcycle show I went to.
You can just say cosplay instead of new age.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, it was a lot of cosplay, man. Really. And yeah, Jay, it's what it was, man.
It's like going to the King Richard's Fair, every bike show, like fucking,
Man.
fucking. Look at these guys all dressed up
Yeah, no.
like it's 1974.
No
that
shit,
hipster
dude.
suit.
It's funny, dude, because these motherfuckers smell like Axe or some shit, and like they're like, these guys are clean motherfuckers. You know, growing up as a biker, like, dude, I smell like dirty dick cheese, man. Like fucking. It
Well,
was.
that's because you're a prostitute.
Yeah, well, I'm a clean hoe. No longer dirty. I worked my way up, man, to full artist. Man, no, but it was crazy, man. Like when I was growing up, it was different. If you didn't smell like fucking schmigma, like dick cheese after a run, like you weren't doing it right, man. Like if your ass wasn't itchy and you got sand going on down there and your fucking ass is raw, you're not really doing it right, man. Like our runs, I mean, nowadays, like you guys have to have showers and shit, but when I was growing up, we'd make fucking crazy runs, dude, and it was just dirty.
He's referring to a comment I made earlier. Was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we used to camp out at the smokeout and stuff, the first ones, but I do like a shower now. I'm not ashamed of admitting that.
No, you're
Well,
getting
yeah, especially with the fucking ball sweat of the
Yeah.
South, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially when there's like 7 dudes
South. I live in Florida,
in a
fuckers.
room. Yeah.
Yeah, but Florida, believe it or not, Florida is nothing like in the
Yeah,
middle
no.
of North Carolina, like, you know what I mean? It's just hot and sweaty, like all day long, like, you know.
You know, that's
100
what that guy
degrees
said
and
last night.
humid, like oppressive humidity, like. Yeah.
Remember that first year when it was like literally I woke up because the tent was dripping on me like Chinese water
yeah.
torture. It was that fucking humid. I was like, fuck this, and I went and slept on a picnic bench.
Well, I got lucky because I didn't go with you the first year,
Oh, that's
so I
right,
didn't
that's
camp
right.
out the
It was-
first
yeah, it was
year.
Jim. It was
so
Jim
the
P.
second year is when we got a hotel, but the first year. That's the year you were telling me like dudes were riding around like buck naked on their fucking
Yeah,
on
it was
their
a
choppers and
fucking
shit, dude,
banana.
you know what I mean?
That dude almost
They were hot and sweaty, and
Yeah, but that's the thing, like you know what I
They
mean?
were trying
Like,
to cool off.
the drips were, sliding down the back of their
but
crotch.
it's just funny how like we were talking about how the scenes have changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when the smoke out first happened, I mean it was fucking gritty.
Oh, I
You know what I
bet.
mean?
I wonder what it's
Literally.
going on right now, and they brought it back to that
To Salisbury.
to the original place. So
How did
shout
that
out.
happen? Because the town voted out. They didn't want it. Allegedly, that
know.
was how the town voted out. They
But,
didn't want it there anymore.
Shout out to Cycle Source because they're trying to bring it back and bring
Oh,
it back.
Cycle
back.
Source, bro.
They
That's
took
awesome.
it. They took it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get back to Cycle Source. But so, yeah, shit's just changed. But the first one I went to was Giddy Up Vintage Chopper Show. It was Joey Cano and Matt Jackson. Shout out to Matt Jackson. That is one bad motherfucker, dude. Like, he's a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, Matt's my homie, dude.
Yeah, dude. And holy shit, man, like that dude. Through all the stuff all these accomplishments that he's done, and the people that he rides with now, like, he's never fucking changed.
No,
Most
no.
guys, they change. And this dude has been like just fucking cool from the get go.
consistent, yeah.
Yeah, he's consistent, man. Like, and anytime, I've had questions for Matt as far as like motorcycle related and shit. And he's always been able to answer and some, dude. Like, the dude's just a bad son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It was funny. I have a story about Matt. Like, I guess, well, David from Voodoo Vintage, man, he had a big old fucking printer for stickers and shit.
Yeah.
And so Matt came by the shop, and I've always had this like fuck around with you sense of humor. Like, I don't know, like
Yeah,
you guys have up here.
You're I think you're Wampanoag, which is the local tribe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you're more northeast than you are southwest.
No shit, man.
Yeah. In attitude, yeah. That's
Yeah,
all.
well, Native Americans, man, we just fuck around with everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
If you can't deal with it, well, give us our land back. Go fuck yourself.
Stupid story, but back in
Oh, he's just gonna
90
cut you off, man.
back in '95. So Josh was going to school in Arizona, and I was living out in San Diego. And I called him up, and I was like, "Hey, I want to come out to Arizona just to hang out." And
It hasn't gone up yet.
so I
In my head, I heard a ding.
I take a bus.
We're gonna
I take a
finish
bus out there, and I literally get off the bus, and Truth's like, "Guess what we're doing?" I'm like, "I don't know what." He's like, "We're going to see Slayer."
Oh, cool.
So it was the Divine Intervention World Tour. Like,
Yeah.
Blah,
Oh,
blah,
shit.
Blah.
Yeah.
And it was at the Mesa Amphitheater, and it was the one they filmed for their home video.
Oh shit.
But the crazy thing is, like, when we were out there, when we were in the pit, dude, there were fucking, like, the craziest dudes were the Native American dudes, like, going fucking hog wild. Like, they never saw, like, Boston dudes, like, in a pit. So, like, we were, me, him, and another friend, we were all
Right.
fucking going crazy.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And they were like, they all wanted to fucking hang out with us, dude, because they're like, you guys are awesome, dude.
See,
Fucking-
this is the best thing about natives, right? We're in the pit, but we're in the pit like Boston, New York style, right? But we're in the Southwest, and they're circle pitting, and we're going through windmilling, grabbing dudes by the hair, pulling them down, fucking punching them in the fucking face before they hit the ground, and the dudes are like, "Yo, you guys know what you're doing, fucking let's hang out." And then we're like, "Fuck yeah, dude!"
Violent
Like,
as fuck,
Yeah,
man.
but everyone loved it, and I think that's the beauty one of a Slayer show, and then at a Slayer show on kind of like native lands,
Right
like you know what I mean?
on.
Because
Yeah.
everyone was fucking rad as fuck.
It's different,
dude.
man. And what do you? I don't know, man.
But and I'm not. If this is a fucking ignorant question, just say shut the fuck up.
Yo-ho.
But yeah, you have to. Hey, but dude, if fucking, what is it about like heavy music that like is it? Because a lot of natives are fucking into that shit. Like out on the res, dude, fucking everyone's listening to fucking death metal and shit.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't grow up on a reservation. Like, there's other cousins of mine that grew up on reservations.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, motherfuckers, man. But it's hard. Our tribe was eradicated, man. Like,
Yeah, that's
Apaches,
fucking
like
horrible, yeah.
they didn't give us a fucking like Lapana. They didn't give us. They didn't give us a reservation, man. They eradicated our fucking asses. But we were my tribe. We were the last of the holdouts. We were the fucking heavy motherfuckers, man. But I think what it is, like, it hits a primitive side of us because when you think about it, when you look at Kanaka, like when you look at real Hawaiians or people of those cultures, you're still from a fucking warrior tribe, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that shit runs deep in the blood. I get violent and people look at me like, damn, bro, like you're fucking dark. And it's like, no, it's not that. It kind of just like runs in the blood, man. I'm a fucking violent son of a bitch, man. But not anymore. I went to Florida to go retire.
we live in a world now where your bloodline and your instincts
It's
aren't
a
allowed
party
anymore. You know what I mean? But
and they try to
it's
suppress
exactly what you say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's your instinct. That's your like bloodline. Like, we want to eradicate that stuff from our like from who we are as
As
human
people.
beings. We want to like
gentrify it.
brainwash.
That's toxic masculinity, bro.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but
That's terrible. I'm native.
That's
I
got
gotta
no
pass.
room. That's got no room in our motorcycle scene, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of the way. It is.
But
Fuck you, dude. I'm slapping motherfuckers till I die. I don't give a shit.
It was
I don't
so-
punch anyone anymore. I just slap.
dude, and it was crazy because I grew up around a bunch of dudes that this was it was normal for us to bitch slap somebody. You were doing something stupid, you were gonna get dealt with. Nowadays, you can't do a fucking thing.
Honestly, I mean, that's the way it was in the world for a long time. I mean, it's the whole fuck around, find out thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way men handled shit. We live in a world now where all that stuff's looked down upon. And
Yeah.
men aren't really allowed to be men and blah blah.
Exactly.
Blah. Like,
And it's crazy too, man. Like, so I got a brother of mine. He's from San Marcos, Texas, man. Eddie Munster. You met him over at Sean's wedding.
Yep.
And shout out Eddie Munster. No, but yeah, man, me and that dude, he's not my real brother, but we've been fucking with each other for a while, dude. And when we're around, other motherfuckers kind of get scared because me and this dude, we're heavy, man. Like we can't go anywhere without fucking around with people. Like this guy's a fucking clown. Like, well, me,
You know what?
him,
You know what that is? That's a walk-in litmus test.
Yeah.
And if you can roll with it,
Yeah.
you're good.
Yeah, and he's with the he's one of the skins out of he's out of the San Antonio crew of Chaos City, man.
Yeah.
But those dudes are fucking wicked, man.
Those are the
Like,
dudes that are always trying to get Sean to move to San
yeah,
Antonio.
yeah, those guys are cool. And then there's fuck. So a little about you, man. I didn't know that you were into that shit. Like we know the same fucking people.
I know.
Like,
And it's small worlds, dude. It's small worlds.
Like Frank from fucking Oxblood.
Yeah.
Dude, I've known that dude, probably since he moved out to Austin, man. But
Yeah.
I just knew Frank as some crazy badass motherfucker with like a mohawk, and like I had no idea. And like fuck, man, that dude's pretty cool, man. I don't know. I'm gonna get off that topic, but he's fucking dope.
Well, there's a lot of overlay between music and motorcycles.
Yeah, and I didn't know that, man. Like,
But it was a gateway. Like it was like for us, it was like we were into punk and hardcore and metal and shit first, but then motorcycles was like the next step. Of
Yeah,
like
and school-
loud, fast, and dangerous, and do it yourself and all that shit.
and schools should have told us about the gateway drug. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd have
yeah,
been
yeah.
fucking cooler back then. Shit.
Yeah. But you know what was cool was that we were never cool. Like we were
Yeah,
fucking
no.
outcasts. So
Yeah.
it was like we lived outside the mainstream
norm,
shit.
yeah.
And then so with punk and hardcore and shit, and then in metal or whatever, and then motorcycles was also outside. And so it was like kindred shit. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Even though like when me and Jay first started getting involved in the motorcycle scene, there wasn't a lot of hardcore and
Yeah.
metal dudes yet. It was more like we more got aligned with like the gray beard dudes, like the older dudes, and then and they kind of took us under. And then through the years, now it's like you go to a motorcycle rally, it's like you see more hardcore T-shirts, just as many hardcore T-shirts as you do, motorcycle T-shirts, which is cool to me. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm saying.
No, you're good. Hey, you think we can take a
A piss break?
5 minute? Yeah.
You need that long?
Oh,
I'm just fucking with you. Dude.
Well, I
Yeah,
wanted
go
to make a fucking,
Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah,
cock meat sandwich in there.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead,
Jay's
go
been looking at me for a minute, like, hey,
Maybe
Well,
me and
I was gonna ask you if like Texas dudes, you know Jason Ochoa.
I think he brought him up. I don't think I know that guy.
He's done a few Born Frees now lately, but I mean we met him in Cleveland and he was like a fucking old soul, you know what I mean?
Jason
like,
Ochoa. That's not that dude from Mexico, is it?
No, he's from Texas.
Fuck, man. Dude, to be honest with you, man, when it comes down to it, like, I spent so much time in the shop. Like, me and David were literally there 7 days a week.
we need to get back to Voodoo too.
Yeah,
by the
dude,
way,
that shit was-
because I want to ask what happened.
I'm gonna
after
I'm gonna
you
end up
left.
postponing my flight. That way we can actually have a fucking long conversation. I'll just fucking fly out tomorrow. I don't give a shit. Like, they pay for all my fucking flights anyway. I don't give a shit.
Well, because you'd have to get going right about now.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a weekend.
What
trust
time?
me.
What time's the next flight?
Well, fucking
His flight's at 6, right?
yeah.
You'd have to leave like now.
Yeah. So
But is there another one tonight?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there might be one tonight, or I can just get another hotel or some shit. It doesn't really
Okay.
matter.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let me take a piss real quick.
Yeah. All right.
We'll be back.
I'll pause. All right, we're back after an elongated pee and talking shit break.
And the alcohol from all these shots actually hitting us.
Yeah.
Dude, we're almost done with this fucking bag.
I had
If I can give anybody advice,
30. I had 30 shooters. Which
Don't-
are nips or whatever.
yeah, don't ever come on this fucking podcast.
Oh,
not
come
ready
on.
to drink. God damn, I'm gonna miss my flight. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we're talking about, missing my flight.
Yeah. We gotta. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We can wrap this up quick if you gotta get to Boston.
motherfucker.
If you don't care and you want to
so-
take a flight tomorrow,
The company pays for my shit.
I know.
Hey, shout out to my boy Uriel. Thanks for the advice. Just kidding.
Have you ever tried Tequila Ocho?
No.
Now, they're not a sponsor.
I'm not-
I wish they were. And I've put so many people onto this, but you, as someone who grew up on the border,
I appreciate
I take
it.
even more pride in showing someone.
Here, let me smell this
Who's,
piss water.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
No, dude. That's going to be one of the best
Damn.
tequilas you've ever had in your life.
that honestly, if anybody has ever had Tears of Llorona, that's like a $280 bottle of tequila. This smells just like it.
I've
I'm about
never
to try
had
it
that.
out.
I've never had
man.
that.
I'll buy you a bottle. That shit is fucking fire. Oh my God. Somebody pull out a shot glass. This
No,
might
you-
be a sipping tequila. This shit's, oh
No,
my God.
just pull a little shot.
On what?
I don't have a shot glass.
Let me drink it out of your belly
This is
button.
a shop.
I don't
Come
have
on.
AIDS. I don't
This is
have
a
AIDS.
shop. Just take a fucking swig.
Oh, well, you might have AIDS.
It's not
Well,
really.
you got COVID.
I
It's
don't
not real.
I don't drink tequila, dude. Period. End of story. I don't know what it is about tequila, but I don't like tequila or whiskey.
Isn't it pleasantly surprising?
This is 100% like, damn, it even says 100% pure agave.
Yeah.
No,
It-
this is just like fucking Tears de Orona. That shit is dope.
I guess the story behind this is like two of like the top tequila makers got together and teamed up and
Yeah.
made this. I'm just from the story I read on the thing. I know nothing about it. They're not involved.
Yeah.
I love this shit so much. I talk about it that I feel guilty about talking about it so much. And I need to get these. I need to get in touch with these motherfuckers.
It's crazy, man. This shit tastes just like Tears de Orona, and it's actually fucking cheaper, dude. It's like $50.
Yeah, it's
the
like $50.
the dude that turned me on to Tears de Orona, shout out to Josh from Sea Tree Surgeon. That motherfucker, I was at his bar one day. It's a little place there in Tampa. It's called like, I fucking forget. Anyways, he's down there somewhere, but
That
God damn, I can't even fucking remember. See what you did to me? Fuck.
That Shade Tree Surgeon. That's the dude. He's got a YouTube, right?
Yeah.
He's looking funny.
Yeah, he's fucking
Yeah,
cool,
he's
man. Like
hilarious.
Josh is actually he's actually, he's got a persona as a character, and it's cool. And then he's got like when Josh is just being Josh, he's like,
Yeah, but he's fucking hilarious.
yeah, he's funny as fuck, man. He's been through some cool shit, man. Like, and some, the dude's a bad motherfucker, man. Like he's cool.
We were talking earlier, and I didn't even chime in, but you're talking about guys that just fucking appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I won't name names, but like one guy does one build on YouTube and he becomes like a big like fucking Born Free.
I've seen
builder,
that
you know what
shit.
I mean? I
It's
I
like-
won't say no names, but it's just
you don't even have to. It's happened multiple times.
Guy builds one build and now all of a sudden he's invited every year to Born Free.
I'm not gonna lie. There's one guy that I hadn't heard anything from. His name's Weems. He's actually out of around that area, but his fucking bikes. That bike that he built was cool as fuck, man. Like,
Which one was it?
it was
the David Mann.
the David Mann build. Like, that was kind of cool. Fucking shit. Hey, you want to edit this out? No, I'm just kidding.
There's no editing.
The guy's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
man.
No, I like when people do that shit. Ari V did that too, and he did it fucking nasty.
Hey, fucker. Sorry, he's sweating.
Shit. All right. So
Hey, that's what this. Yeah, man, I'm the professional shit talker.
you can
Fuck.
tell what happens when we take a break because everything,
Right,
like all the alcohol
now.
kicks in, and it's like,
kicked in.
yeah, like to the listener, it was like a second break, but like it was really like an hour in real life, and so like we come
solid
back more
half
fucking
hour anyway.
retarded, yeah,
That 5-minute break was a solid half hour.
yeah.
Dude, no shit, man. That's what that was.
It was.
Fuck. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, no
But
doubt.
we were talking on the break, and we were just talking about how, out of all the years of Born Free, how, you know what I mean, it took, us a lot of years to get selected to be part of Born Free, you know what I mean?
You know what? And I'm going to put this out there, man. I mean, I've been around for a long time. I know that the word poser had been like kind of eliminated, but I think we need to bring that fucking name back.
100%. Well, we do have that. The name has been reborn as hipsters. I mean, a hipster.
Ah,
is a
fuck
poser.
that. That's not like posers like the dude.
A hipster is a poser. I mean,
I work
in
with-
in all sense of the word, a hipster is a poser.
Yeah, but they're just fancy hat wearing fucking. I can't say the other word I want to say because
I mean, hipsters make me want to shave my beard every other day. I look
Yeah.
at a hipster and I'd be like, "Fuck, I need to shave
But
my beard."
I think he'd look great with a floppy hat and maybe a little earring hanging off the side. Hey,
all
don't
I
get
need
any
is a-
sweat on that fucking tank. You just
all
sanded it.
all I need is a flannel.
Man, you're gonna get your greasy shit all over that tank.
All I know is I got
Keep
pictures of
sanding
me
anyway.
at 16 years old wearing fucking Dickies pants or fucking army pants and flannels. Many decades later, I'm still doing the same.
I
Doesn't
can
matter.
take you as a crock wearing motherfucker.
Yeah, I do. I fucking
I mean, look at you.
crock it up, man. Fucking, I
I got those,
got Vans Crocs.
You know, I know that KFC just came out with their own Crocs.
I got Vans Crocs. Yeah.
Man,
But yeah, no. So anyway, yeah, man. So you were talking about your time at Voodoo.
Yeah.
One thing I did seem like at the end I didn't really understand where Voodoo was going, and I'm not saying that in a dicky way. It just seemed like it changed at a certain point, and it changed direction pretty quick.
yeah. So what happened was, so I mean, I don't know if I should be the right person talking about this.
Yeah,
I
well,
feel like
you know.
David should be, but basically what happened was, David decided to sell the company,
Yeah,
and then
they took it.
I had already been gone for a minute because I was back and forth with Voodoo for about 5 years, man. Just because I traveled so much, and I like going and staying away from everybody. I've kind of always been kind of secluded because I don't know. It's just my nature, but. Yeah, he decided to sell the company, and he sold it to this one cat. He's a cool dude, man. I had a couple of conversations with him. His name's Michael Coffey. He was out somewhere near Chicago, like maybe 30 minutes out or some shit. But he sold it to this cat named Michael Coffey. So now they're doing that. And then David.
Did they move it to Chicago?
Yeah, so he came into town and picked everything up, bought the company, all that jazz. And then they moved it out to Chicago and stuck with Lowbrow. Because they were basically our main distributor at that point. It was nice because, I mean, even as a kid, like, I wouldn't say a kid, but I used to buy parts from Lowbrow Customs.
Yeah.
Like a lot of us did. Like
Shout out to Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler's a bad motherfucker. I met him over at the Born Free show. Actually, I was trying to push Voodoo Vintage, and I was trying to push our products with him, and he said, "You have a shovel head frame." And I was like, yeah, man. And then I guess somewhere from there, he decided to go ahead and start rolling with Voodoo. And
Cool.
we were doing his frames for him.
We got a long history with
Tyler, yeah.
history from day one, really.
I didn't know what to expect from Tyler just because I wasn't chopular. Not saying that he is, but there was a lot of cats out
No,
there.
Tyler's one of those dudes, man. He's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And he put in the work, and it paid off.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a chopular or whatever thing with him. It was just like he was around, he did it, he built it up.
Yeah.
And he was in the right place
Yeah.
at the right time with the right shit, and it all worked out. So like,
And you guys
much
would,
respect, yeah.
yeah, and you guys would know more about that because you guys are from this side of the country, and I was kind of like I felt like I was in a
Well, I think you were just a young lad back in 2004. So
Yeah.
I mean, Chophead was already kind of established at that point.
Yeah.
And the Smokeout 2004. He was peddling shirts and banners. You know. What I mean?
yeah. And you guys
You know
are
what I
from
mean?
this side of the country, so
We actually have an old advertisement. It's like a postcard advertisement. Half of it's lowbrow, the other side is Chopperhead. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
Like,
saw that.
It runs back that deep. You know what I mean?
Hold on, there was titties on that, wasn't there?
Yeah, titties.
Oh my! Hey, bring that
Back
up.
when titties were cool. Back when it was okay to show titties on motorcycles.
Well, now it's frowned upon. Austin.
I mean, even Easy Rider don't show titties no more.
yeah, no shit. Everybody's so sensitive. No, but so seriously, like when it came down to,
No, you can't say that because there's also like the whole fucking, there's a million people on OnlyFans. So
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, we're talking about like chopper culture.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when Easy
There's
Rider
a lot of weird
stopped
bullshit,
showing
yeah.
titties, that's a big problem.
yeah, but when Easy Rider started showing fucking celebrities, it's Easy Rider's a weird thing, right? Because they sold it and it went super fucking whatever.
yeah. But I
And
mean,
then, and then now they're making Easy Rider Classic. That's supposed to be more like old Easy Rider. I
I mean,
can't even
man,
keep
they
up with
better
any
be
of this
showing
shit
titties
anymore.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
push.
lie. I got a fucking OnlyFans. You can look at my feet
Yeah,
down there,
yeah,
and
yeah.
oh, guy, OnlyFans.
He sells his old socks to weird old perverts.
You ought to see
Check
my
it out.
crusty ass toes, man.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
chick tells me all the time. She's like, dude, what the fuck
El
is
guy,
that?
top 15% creator.
Hey, you'd be surprised on how many guys like fucking ugly ass feet, man.
Yeah,
It's like,
I don't know. There's a
goddamn.
lot of weird motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
So after Voodoo, like you traveled around. I know you did. You had an illustrious career in the janitorial industry. at West Coast Choppers.
Thank you. Yes. So
How did that come? How did you go from Voodoo Vintage to West Coast Choppers?
Well,
And was it West Coast Choppers? It was,
yeah, no, it was. I was straight West Coast chop. I don't know if I can. I signed an NDA, so I don't know if I can talk about any of that. But
Oh yeah, well don't get in trouble. Yeah.
I'm like the rest of us. We don't read shit.
Well, unless you signed a non-disclosure agreement.
I did.
He just said he said NDA.
Don't
yeah.
say shit.
Don't say shit.
I was a janitor,
Did you end up
cleaning toilets. Yeah,
did it progress?
it was pretty, like explosive in that.
Did you hear that pop?
Don't say shit.
Yeah, man. I was
If
a
you sign
glorified
NDA shit,
janitor.
don't.
Yeah,
don't.
no, but I can say who brought me into the janitorial arts. My homeboy Waylon Keaton, he's a cool motherfucker. He's from. He might not feel the same way about me. I don't fucking know. I don't ever know anything about anybody anymore. I'm kind of so.
It's
out
better
of the
just
loop.
not to assume.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, he works over. Shout out to Murpho's Hot Rods and Customs. He works over there. He's worked his way up in that shop, man. He's a bad fucking builder, dude. Like this dude, I mean, he's got a history with motorcycles, man. He actually, there's so many good things I can say about this guy, man. He's fucking awesome. Like Waylon's just one of those dudes that has a wealth of knowledge. He kind of reminds me of Matt Jackson. Like he's very humble, he's very cool, and just very chill.
Yeah, that's
And
good. Those are all good qualities.
and he just kind of builds and shit, man. I don't know many people that are like that. Like there's a handful of guys in the industry that are just kind of, we were talking about that earlier. Like my buddy over at Austin Speed Shop, Doc, that's Alan Brown. He's quiet as fuck, dude. He's stoic, and the dude's like a wealth of knowledge, but you wouldn't even fucking know it because he looks like some regular Joe if he's out, and he's kind of scary. Like he's fucking serial killer status, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, like
Those are my favorite people.
yeah, dude, they're very humble, and they're not like, because I'm fucking loud, dude. I like having a good time, I like to party, and if somebody doesn't like it, then go fuck themselves, man.
Yeah.
And then there's other guys like that are like just silent, and they maybe drink like one beer and leave. It's like, oh.
Yeah. To me, it depends on the day. I'm either loud and fucking rolling with it, or I'm like the fucking quiet dude at the end of the bar and I leave.
The only story I got about West Coast Chop is, you're friends with Sean Haynes.
Yeah, he's cool, man.
In Austin.
We actually
Our
partied
boy-
recently.
our
Well,
boy-
not partied, but
Our boy Andy moved to Austin. He's friends with Sean too.
oh, okay.
And for a while, I call my buddy Andy Cupcake because for a while he started a fucking cupcake company, and it was
Oh,
pretty
so it was
successful,
legit. He was
Whatever.
legit
I mean, for a
cupcake.
while, it
But
was like
Andy's
this
also
thing.
a maniac that
He's a
like
fucking
is
maniac.
barred from every
But
fucking
for
bar
whatever-
in fucking Austin.
Yeah, but for
whatever.
whatever reason,
How the fuck? What's his fucking name, dude? I'll look him up right now.
Quads.
Wads.
Yeah, Drew guy.
Is he related to?
No.
Why the fuck does that sound?
So, if you hung out with Sean, you may have hung out with Andy. But anyway, so at one point, because of this fucking whole like cupcake thing, he married this broad on 666. So June 6, 2006, and they moved out to Texas, all that bullshit, and fucking. Well, he's living in Texas at the time, but for whatever reason, he was like in some sort of crowd that was when Jesse James moved to Austin. He was hanging out with Jesse James for a little while, and he had said to Jesse, he's like, "Oh, Chophead." He goes, "Those guys are fucking crazy."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like we had that reputation. I was telling you about the Born Free stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like they were like when we first like got picked to be Born Free, they were like, you got to kind of tone it down a little bit with the party and stuff.
Shout out to Grant and Mike too, because
Yeah, I
we
mean-
like there was like a weird antagonism, but then it was cool, and Grant.
They were scared at first.
Grant's
until
on
they
the
met us
podcast,
and-
yeah.
Until they met us and we were part of the build off, like they realized that we're like hardworking dudes. You know what I mean? It's just that when it was party time, it was no holds barred.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So our videos were a lot of video of us hanging out were at the no holds barred times. We're shooting fireworks at people, and it was just like craziness. You know what I mean? So the perception of us is that like when we went to shows, we just wreck shit. You know what I mean? Like nobody like really thought about the hard work that went into building bikes or producing stuff that we produced. They just saw the fucking crazy chopper head guys. You know what I mean?
Because we worked, and so those shows were vacations, so we went fucking ape shit.
And
And that's all it was. It was like we had 3 days to go fucking ape shit. We went fucking ape shit.
You know, and
100%.
I'm glad that there's somebody that can fucking do that, man. Because, like, actually take time off. Like, it was crazy when me and David were.
But at that time, we were also in our 30s.
There was no
Yeah,
time
yeah,
off.
yeah.
The time off was at shows. You know, at the show, like, you know what I mean? Okay, we're gonna fucking go berserk. You know, we're drinking, we're having a good time.
We didn't intend it.
I can only imagine you motherfuckers.
You know, like that whole thing with Jackass, like the
Wait,
whole.
you guys were in that?
The whole the whole
Oh.
skate hardcore culture was like that. You know what I mean? It's just those guys capitalized on the fucking jackassery of everything. You know what I mean?
We were doing all that shit at the same time.
Everybody,
Yeah.
we were all doing that shit at the same
Doing the
time.
Wild Boy
Like that
shit.
was the culture. You know what I mean? So we kind of captured that, like getting into the motorcycle scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know it became our persona. Like, you know, these chopperhead guys are fucking nuts. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing is, we were hardworking motherfuckers. You
Yeah,
know,
you just
we
getting
worked. We worked our 40-hour day jobs. I worked construction. He worked in, you know, the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute doing anthropology stuff. You know what I mean? And then at night, you know what I mean? For another 40 hours a week, we were working nights building bikes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we were working 80 hours a week. So when it was time to go down to a show, we fucking let loose. It was fucking no holds barred. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It was every weekend of a year in fucking one weekend.
Yeah, well, now that you work at the Cancer Institute,
Pretty
you
much.
can check out this shit I got growing here.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, so you know, we did a, you know, but whatever, you know, and that's we were loved, but and not loved.
we were
didn't care.
loved, but we were feared.
Yeah, or
good.
it was just
Hey,
more
that's a
like,
good trait, man.
No, we were liabilities. We were liabilities.
You know what? There's a couple of fucking
And
clubs
with that,
out
I'm gonna drink
Speaking of liabilities, so when we built the Born Free bike, so
another
shit. Hey,
fucking fireball. Dude.
Hold on, actually, put that back in the back.
No, we're not.
Oh, man. Oh, I guess.
So the
fucking-
Born Free
we don't
bike,
have to have.
after we built the Born Free bike, the horse wanted us to come back to the smoke out, and so we set up
He's fucking.
we set up at the smoke out, and somehow there just was a pile of wood, and our buddy Johnny, we built the bike for. Shout out to Johnny Bang Bang. We built the bike for. Had all the carpentry equipment that we needed, and there was a pile of wood, and we built a ramp, a small ramp, not crazy.
And
but
the story behind it was we just thought it'd be fucking hilarious to build a ramp and say jump a death at the
Jump
chop
a
ahead
death.
booth.
It's
But just to say at the chop ahead booth, like the jump a death at 4:00 tomorrow because the smoke out was a couple days.
Yeah.
And so we built this little launch ramp. It was a little fucking launch ramp. It was nothing big.
like maybe 14, 16 inches. Maybe.
And then we posted it, and
That's
the
it?
horse reposted it, and then literally the next day we had a line of people ready to do the jump
at 4
death.
o'clock.
Oh fuck.
But then all the security came and the lawyers
shit.
and everything like, you can't do this, you can't do this.
Security
watch me.
literally surround. No, I'm not kidding you. Security surrounded the ramp. They
Seriously?
surrounded.
Yeah,
There was a 16-foot circle around the ramp, and they're like, if anybody uses this ramp, you guys are done. Like crazy.
So what we did was we brought the ramp to the bar later, and we had dudes jumping in with pan heads and all kinds of
Yeah,
shit.
this
And it
kid
was
on-
so
Oh,
fucking
man.
fun.
This kid on
Dude.
a sports chopper is going 30 miles an hour.
Is that the ramp
like-
that's out back?
Yeah, that dumb little ramp.
That's
We still
the
got
ramp.
it, yeah.
Dude,
It
that thing
still
is
exists.
sketchy as
It
fuck.
still exists. Dude, that thing's solid, bro.
Dude.
That thing's been around for 7 years.
I've
dude.
seen that thing, man. That thing.
I've hit that thing on my Triumph. I have no fear hitting that ramp.
Bro, I
That
wouldn't
thing's
hit that
fucking
like
dope.
my old lady, man.
It's dope.
Fucking shit. That's a
Yeah.
sensitive subject.
Yeah, man. So no, but you gotta have fun, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Oh, fuck.
was
You know,
so-
I actually always admired guys like you, man, because you guys could actually work your ass. You guys have like a fucking crazy work ethics, man. Like I thought Texans had a crazy work ethics, but guys from up north, man, they like. If you go down to the West Coast, they don't have a fucking work ethic.
That's why we're very employable wherever we go.
Yeah.
Not us particularly, but
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah,
local
no, like,
dudes,
yeah,
in
yeah.
general. Like I know a lot of dudes that go to California and make it
Money,
do really
dude.
well, like in like the movie industry, not as
Yeah.
like actors, but as like the scene guys or like building the sets
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Well-
Everyone does well because we got a work ethic.
And that's kind of what I've been doing lately. Like, I mean, I don't know how much of it I can talk about it because then again, I don't ever read the fucking paperwork, but I've done shit in Hollywood recently. Fuck, man. Like,
Yeah.
some of the shit I've been working on.
I think, I don't know. I won't say what it is, but maybe I'll say what it rhymes with. Does it rhyme with Schmandalorian?
Yeah,
I don't know.
A little bit. Yeah. Put my fucking, man, dude. You got any schmegma? Fucking, no, you fucking, you're going to get me fired, but I
No,
guess
I
you
didn't say what it was.
shit.
I just said something that I don't know.
What rhymes with it?
Dude, but I work with this badass motherfucker, man. Well, when I'm in California, you know.
What's better, doing that or working at the cleaning toilets at West Coast Shoppers?
Oh man, shit, man. The pay.
I'm trying to ask the hard question.
I don't know. The pay was better then.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, man, you know that's an interesting question.
It is. I don't.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with being a janitor for West Coast Chopper?
Oh,
that is the pressing question.
Don't talk about anything that you can't talk about in the NDA. But how did you get there?
I didn't read the fucking thing, so I can tell you. I just signed it. No, my homeboy Waylon Keaton, at the time we were in the same motorcycle club, and you know, he needed somebody to go over there and work, so I just fucking said, "Fuck it, yeah, I'll go ahead and go work at West Coast," and then kind of.
This is when you kind of brought it back or something.
I think it was honestly
You were in
it was
Austin at the time.
Yeah, it was yeah. I don't fucking know, dude.
But was this at Austin Speed Shop?
No.
Or as
That
post
shit
that?
was already done, dude. Like that. That's kind of it's a weird. I won't even get into.
No,
that.
yeah. Don't worry about it.
But no, I don't know. I just kind of ended up in there, man, and
Does it still? I'm not saying this in a dig way. Does West Coast still exist?
yeah,
Like, is he still doing it?
Yeah, they do. I mean,
So I don't have any contract with Jesse James, so I can talk shit about him. But I remember several years ago he was in the horse, and in the article in the horse he said, "I don't know why anybody would build a Triumph or a shovel head. Those things are fucking slow." And then several years later, he's building old like fucking knuckleheads and all that shit. It's like, fuck you, dude. I'll build a Triumph and I'll race you on your fucking stupid fucking Evo fucking chopper and I'll fucking kick your ass, dude. All right, motherfucker?
dude, I've seen your fucking builds, man. Honestly, talking about your builds, dude.
That was actually one of my big goals, dude. Like, my goal in life at the time, this is at the time, I mean, I've grown up and I've matured, but at the time when that article came out, I was like, I'm literally going to build a Triumph and I'm going to race that motherfucker and I'm going to fucking put him to shame and he's going to fucking weep in sorrow, dude, because fuck him. You know what I mean? Like I have all due respect for his business mentality, like, you know what I mean? But he's a shit talker, you know what I mean? So I'm going to talk shit. And I'm going to tell you, motherfucker, if you want to fucking race me on a Triumph versus your little fucking Evo chopper, dude, you're gonna find out that fucking Triumph's not fucking slow little motorcycles. Fuck you.
I love Triumphs, man. I don't know. That's
They're nimble.
Dude, that was my first love there, man. It's just, unfortunately, I'm too fucking big for a Triumph.
Oh,
you know?
fuck that. Oh, I look like a monkey fucking a football, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen his gut, bro?
No, it
Fucking
has nothing
shit.
to do with that. You ride a motorcycle because you enjoy it, not because what you look like.
Well, when your fucking legs are cramping and shit, and
Well,
you're
then
like,
you put forward controls
oh
on it.
fuck, dude, I got a photo for you, man. I almost picked up. Fuck, I was like in some place like Luling, Texas, or some shit. No, I don't know. It's near like the original Black's Barbecue there in Austin. It's like way out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I don't fucking remember where it's
Not the
at.
Spit.
Anyways, some of you guys
Not
might
the
know what I'm
Spit.
talking about, huh?
Not the spit.
No.
Spits
So-
out in Austin.
Yeah. No, but the original Black's Barbecue, and then it's God damn it, man. My buddy Lance had a shop there from.
The best thing about Austin is that your landmarks are barbecue places.
Yeah, no shit.
If you go over to Stubbs and then go down,
Well, Stubbs is a piece of shit.
I know,
for
but I'm
one.
just saying, you know, I'm not talking about the quality.
What's
but
up,
it's just
baby?
Like
It's in Lockhart. Sorry, my engineer's here. My sound engineer.
Yeah.
He went ahead and let me know. It's in Thanks, baby. Fucking shit. You got a great looking beard. You want to say a couple of words of encouragement? All right, he's not in
There's
it.
an open mic here for you, Ryan.
No, so it's actually in Lockhart. It's Stubbs and then Smitty's. They were basically two families or it was one family, and I guess they separated, and one went to the very moist side of the brisket. And it's fucking awesome, dude, because I
Women's
love
favorite word, moist.
moist. I hope that fucking offends somebody,
You can
man.
tell we're drunk, dude.
Man, yeah, truth's over here. Like, fuck, man.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no. So, so my buddy owned a shop out there. Him and his dad.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Neither do I, man.
I'm still sanding fucking tanks while we're fucking drunk.
No, my fucking homeboy Lance from Backyard Rods and Customs. He literally builds fucking hot rods and paints shit in the back of his. Like, it's just a garage, man. But
Yeah, fuck yeah.
that's the cool thing about Austin, man. Like, it still hasn't lost its vibe, dude. Like, there's still dudes out there that do the shit. Like, the original cats that were really pushing the hot. I wouldn't say original, but they're pretty fucking old, man. They're dusty old. They run like you ever been in the Continental Club?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, Steve and them, they're the ones that throw Lone Star Roundup.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I know there's like a new show that came out.
No, I used to go to Lone Star Roundup all the time.
Now there's one called Lonely Star Roundup that is, I think it's thrown by Jesse. I guess it's to counteract, like, I don't know. I guess some people didn't want to have Lone Star Roundup this year, so it was like to counteract some shit. And I was like, I'm not about it. Like, but there's a lot of guys that are, man. But it's like some of those guys that I told you about earlier. The guys that go to that kind of shit are like, they're just only in it to be seen, dude.
Yeah. Well, that's like anything, man. There's always motherfuckers that just want to be seen.
Yeah, but I've seen a lot out here, man. Like, you guys are fucking rad. Like, dude, so many fucking people that are down out here know you motherfuckers, but you guys are fucking real out here.
Because we're
man. Like,
old. We've been around a while.
yeah, I was gonna say, man, when I shook your hand, I saw some dust fly. I was like, God damn.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You've been around a minute.
One of our customers / boys.
It was actually dried nut, but
our boy.
wasn't dust.
You're gonna hate this, but I gotta take a piss again.
God damn, dude.
Well, we'll keep talking. We'll
You're a
keep
little
talking.
Apache
This
bladder.
Hey, you guys
This is just a 1 minute break. But our boy Kyle, he went out to Mama Try with Truth. You know what I mean? He's like, I can't fucking believe how many people fucking knew who you were. Like, you know what I mean? People were like, like fucking Chopperhead. You know what I mean? He just.
Oh, wait, no, you can
He's a
take
local
another
kid.
one.
He just didn't realize, like, you know what I mean, that Chopperhead was a fucking nationwide fucking. I mean, we're
Dude.
really a worldwide name, but
Definitely, man. And I'm gonna get back to Voodoo Vintage and
we'll keep talking.
and
Man,
chop ahead when we return.
We're back on with your little Apache bladder.
I've been sick for a while.
Nah,
for a
I'm just
couple
fucking
years.
around. I'm just fucking around.
Dick.
All right. So I think it's time to draw another from
Here
the
we
bag.
go. And this time I won't just pull it out and put it back in.
Yeah, just look.
I'm just gotta slip
No,
it in,
this
just
is-
the tip. But if it's clear, I gotta put it back.
Some apple
take
pie.
it. Take it.
I'm the only one that's been picking.
So, just Truth.
I just got regular McGillicuddies.
Oh shit! Does that mean we have to take two now?
No, this is.
Thanks,
this is-
dipshit.
I got the butterscotch.
I got regular ass menthol.
You know they don't even allow menthol in Massachusetts.
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Everything else is okay.
It's so fucking crazy, man. That's all I fucking smoke. I'm like, dude,
Because possibly a teenager might want to smoke menthols who's under fucking whatever.
Is
they're
that the
smoking
thing?
it. Yeah.
that is fucking dumb.
Massachusetts is like California, fucking retarded.
Lame.
retarded. Yeah, it's all right. I'm retarded.
We can have better mufflers. though.
I'm actually kind of fucking retarded, man. I'm actually on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that? No. So
They used to
you were saying, let me tell you about Voodoo Vintage. I think you were saying that.
Man, dude,
I don't know.
I'm so fucking
These this piss breaks derailed me.
Well,
I don't
not
know.
only that, but we're drinking heavily. Like we keep taking shots, and look at this. Jay, can you grab me a beer?
What is that? What's that little flask you got there? It's not like a pill bottle.
This thing? No, it's tahine. You know, It's just fucking like Mexican crack. It's fucking it's a spicy rim thing. But for all the white listeners, this is called tajin.
Tajin.
And not like the gin. So
tahini.
for my Arabic.
No, it's good,
friends.
man. It's good. That's the stuff that you said was on the. Your tongue's blue, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whose ass was I licking?
A Smurf.
Dude, there's nothing here that's blue.
I know. That's what I
taffy.
mean. Look, dude. He's got a blue tongue.
The taffy
right?
was fucking
I'm not
green.
lying,
No,
right?
it
Look at
was
his
blue
tongue.
and
It's
green.
fucking straight blue.
What the fuck? Dude, that shit was watermelon. It wasn't like it's blueberry.
It was blue-green, bro.
What, the tahini?
I was licking somebody's ass, man. Smurfette.
Papa Smurf.
Like a Papa Smurf's
Fucking
ass.
shit. Anyways, yeah. So we were talking about Voodoo Vintage. So the company got sold to a cat by the name of Michael Coffey. David went on and pursued his dreams on a sailboat. He did that for a couple of years. He moved out to Florida, and then I kind of randomly ended up in fucking Florida, dude. But I ended up just kind of disappearing. Like I didn't want to talk to anybody.
What led you to go to Florida from Texas?
To be honest with you, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, you just-
I just knew I wanted to get the fuck out of Austin, dude. Like it got expensive. There was fucking posers everywhere, and they kind of took over the scene.
The traffic just got everything got crazy,
Dude,
Got
it was like,
it just
fuck,
got
man.
congested.
Yeah, man. And I was like, I'm done with this shit. Like I was totally fucking done with Austin. Are you still stroking on that thing?
No, it's a new tank.
Still stroking, bro.
Man, this is long.
Stroking
Long strokes.
is what we've been
Hey,
doing.
I'm gonna stay with you tonight, baby. Fuck. I'm just saying.
Let me try that tahini. What do I put that on?
On your tongue. You might do, oh fuck, I think that might have been the rest of it here. Fucking it's the shitty end of it. It's not even the good part. I'll send you a box.
67 Bonneville tank.
It tastes like shit because it's the last of it, but when it's fucking fresh, it's like it tastes fucking good.
And what do? You put that on your tongue and then take a sip of.
Yeah, you take a drink. It's the same shit. Like those Mexican drinks you were talking about when you went to Mexico, they actually fucking put
Oh no,
chamoy
that's
in.
good, dude. That's
Yeah.
good. It's got like a limey taste.
There's still a full nip on his side. He needs to fucking.
No,
get
I
that
need to
nip.
take it down too. Yeah.
He's the nip police.
So
The nip police. They come.
So just in case you don't know the other voice, that's Jay from Chop
Yeah,
Ahead.
we
Well, I'm drunk.
Jay, the artist formerly known as Jay Chopperhead,
Who?
formerly known as.
You know, when David first told me, well, David from Voodoo Vintage, when he first told me, he's like, hey, because David was mainly into like board track racers, right? So, and Jay, I mean, he came up to, Dave came up to me. He's like, hey, we're going to do a front end for Chop Ahead's build for Born Free.
Yeah, I was the one that hit Dave up. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, we want to.
And I got in touch with Truth afterwards, but when David came up to me and he's like, we're going to do a build for Chop Ahead. And I mean, being a little fucking punk rock, little piece of shit metalhead kid from like Texas, I didn't fucking know anybody. And I was just building shit, you know. I didn't think that we were of any significance.
You guys had
And-
a pretty good. You guys had a pretty good Instagram. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was to the point where I had, had been following you guys on Instagram for a few years, and I was like, you know what I mean? That those front ends are dope. Like I said, I wanted to run the leaf girder first.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the relic front end, I was like, dude, that thing is fucking dope.
It was wicked, man. It was pretty wicked. But the credit for that goes to Dave, man. David's kind of a visionary. He kind of knows what he wants to do, and he just kind of fucking does it. But he does it in the most artisan way possible. Like the guy's like, he's a fucking magician, man. He just makes shit happen. But he's a badass artist, man. Like he draws shit. The dude just creates, and he's good at that. He's really fucking good at that. And
I'm jealous of any motherfucker that can draw.
yeah, I know. I've seen your drawings, man. I'm looking at your
You want-
tattoos.
I'll draw something. I'll draw something right now.
Shit. I'm
Just for you.
kidding.
You got to take it home though.
Man, what do you have on your arms there?
I did architectural drawing in like
Literally,
ninth
there's
grade.
3 shooters left. We had 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They
We're
was
That's
fucked
what I'm
up.
saying, bro. You got 9 right
Dude,
there,
look at this
dude.
shit.
Fucking.
We
Holy
had
shit, that's
30.
That's all truth. Are you taking some of my bottles? Because I know I haven't.
I bet the Hammondtown and back.
No wonder we're fucked up. Holy shit! Is this the drunkest podcast you've
No,
had?
no, no.
Oh, thank
no,
God.
by no means. The
I'm the
drunkest
drunkest-
podcast I did,
I've done the drunkest I've been in.
I was lighting off quarter sticks of dynamite and throwing them around the shop.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Can
yeah,
you
the
guys get
Christmas
those
party,
here,
the Christmas party,
bro?
fucking-
I can get whatever.
My fucking.
If you look behind that fucking,
Yeah, yeah.
you see the hole in the wall
See that hole in the-
behind
we were
behind.
we were testing
left.
Terry Shank's brass knuckles out.
dude, I've always wanted to go ahead and have a piece made by Terry Shanks.
I got some knuckles here. I'll let you try them. Like they're fucking
Like, try them on who?
fucking exquisite. Ryan, I don't know.
Hey, Ryan. I like
We
Ryan.
won't
He's
talk
cool.
about the story about the testing of the Kevlar gloves.
Oh no,
No.
We
dude.
won't talk about that story.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my fucking Kevlar gloves. The only thing I asked from Chop Ahead was
Unless you're a small or a 3X.
gloves.
If you're a small or a 3X, I got you. Otherwise, we're waiting for more from the
We won't,
Look at the
we
size
won't
of these
mention any
things.
names. We won't mention any names, but several years ago, we won't mention any. We're not going to mention any names. We'll just say that, there was a testing of the Kevlar gloves, and one of our employees had the glove on, and the guy had a knife that was sharper than Kevlar can handle.
So
and
it was
required several
literally
stitches.
a razor.
a Kevlar cutting knife.
Yeah.
It was a knife made for cutting Kevlar. And
Unbeknownst to us.
And I'm still
Unbeknownst to
friends
us.
with the dude that did it.
He
but
cut
I'm
his
like,
fucking hand way the
yeah,
fuck open.
But I'm like, dude,
Several
you knew
stitches.
It was a Kevlar cutting knife. Why'd you do it? And I can't divulge the reason, but it was very justified. so let's talk about something else.
Oh shit! I still haven't even shot this shot.
What did you want to ask me about? What did you want to ask me about?
I don't know. Hey,
Wait, what did I need to ask you about?
Um,
Is someone here?
no,
That's the thing. You made a list, and I can't even read it from here.
well, because that says VUDU.
When we're drunk.
Okay,
So
yeah.
in between, when we take stops, he took some notes about stuff
Yeah,
he
so
wanted to address.
Voodoo Vintage is actually Voodoo VOODOO Vintage, and that's the website. So Voodoo Vintage has an Instagram. It's VUDU Vintage.
Because some fucking jackass stole the name.
Yeah, some chick.
Which is the reason why I got a fucking TikTok account and everything. I got to get everything.
big-
And I don't use it because
Everything chop ahead.
some fucking jerk off's going to take it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'd put Chop Ahead.
Chop ahead as an OnlyFans, just so you know.
Yeah.
Now I got
Just in case.
It's called Only Man's.
just in case.
Only Man's.
Yeah.
MANZ. Yeah. What are you typing? This dude's coming with computers and shit. Like he's
Don't worry about that photo. Actually, there's an ass photo on that.
This dude's like
Actually,
CIA.
oh no, you
fucking
can't see
status
it.
right
no.
here.
You might see my geck.
I saw a purple.
A purple penis.
No, there was a big booty on here. Actually, I'm glad that it's not popping out right now.
Melody's very concerned of whether you're going to make your flight.
Yeah, she
Better
is.
answer. Better answer.
Hey, baby. I got a couple of cross the nation.
This is the most dangerous thing. Like he's got a screen open that I can just see.
Oh shit!
It's just,
My bad. No, but yeah, there's some things as big as a heart, and
yeah.
yeah.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Yeah, exactly. Gak. So, anyways, getting back to that. What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know, man.
Dude, we're so fucking trash.
This podcast has gotten completely derailed. I hope it's still amusing and interesting to people. But
yeah,
if
we should
not-
probably get on topic.
But we don't care because we're having a good time. You guys, like the whole point of the podcast is, to me, is like if we were driving from here to Texas and just talking shit in the van,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's
That's the crux of the podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like that's it. Although I don't think hopefully we wouldn't be this drunk on the road. But someone else would be driving right now.
I'm Native American. I can't speak on that.
You wanted to talk about Matt.
Oh yeah, no. I got a couple of things to say. You know, like
He came with an agenda, folks.
agenda. So, what do you think about
Not
peop-
agenda. Agenda.
Yeah, what do you think about cats like Jason Momoa getting the scene? I mean, the guy's kind of been around. He He's basically brothers with Jeremiah Love. Like what
Maybe
do you
the
think
question
on
is,
that?
what do I think about guys like Jeremiah Love getting in this? That's the bigger question.
He's got some cool builds, man. I mean, he's nice. But what do you know? What are your real thoughts on it?
I'm kidding.
I know you fed him some wieners back in the day, but
I'm kidding. Now, I don't know. I don't know Jason Momoa.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Know
I know
Jason
that
Momoa.
I know that he hangs out with like friends of mine.
oh yeah, like Terry.
Whatever.
Yeah.
He
whatever.
seems like a fucking cool dude, but you know what I mean? But you know, the problem with people in general is if you put them to the fucking task, are they really fucking real or are they just fucking in the scene because it's cool?
Okay, Jay.
You know what I mean?
I think I you know, and that's very valid, and especially in our industry, man. But one thing I will say, the glow that I had when I was a kid about motorcycles, like just even fuck man, how do I put it? But like the sound of the knucklehead when you first fired up and when you've been working on it for so fucking long, or a panhead or a shovelhead.
For me, it's a Triumph. I mean,
Yeah, well,
I
no,
mean,
don't get me wrong.
My dad built Triumphs in the fucking
Yeah.
70s. You know what I mean? I have his first Triumph that he ever built.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have his panhead, his first panhead that he ever had. You know what I mean? I still prefer the Triumph. You know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong.
I mean,
Although,
but
just
I'm-
as an
I'm just
outside
saying.
observer, you've been riding that panhead a lot more lately.
Well, that's because of Triumph. That's because of Magneto on the
Just gonna
Triumph
say,
shit the bed. That's
Let me guess,
because
you
of- that's because the Triumph Magneto shit the bed, and I got to get it rebuilt.
you got a Joe Hunt.
But no. But the point is
Hey, Joe.
My only point, like I said, you know what I mean? Like there's scenesters and there's real motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like Jason Momoa seems like a cool dude, but is he a real motherfucker, or is he just a dude with money that's in it for the fucking fan? You know, he's into it because he's got money. You know what I mean? I inherited my panhead the hard way. I would never buy a panhead.
Yeah.
I would never buy a panhead. Maybe if it was $2,000. When me and Truth got into this, you could buy a knucklehead running for $4,000, dude, all day long.
I wish I had $4,000 back.
I wish I had a knuckle.
I wish I had $4,000 right now.
But the thing
But
is,
especially back then.
but the thing is,
Anybody want to sponsor me?
like the thing is though, back in those days,
Tequila Ocho with Colin. We need a sponsor.
but back in those days when you would say, why do you want a knucklehead? Those things fucking, it's just a problem to keep them running. You know what I mean? That's when you know who the true guy is versus the fucking, you know what I mean? Versus a scenester. Like back in the day, you wanted a knucklehead because you like lived, like you ate.
I'm a voyeur in
You
your
ate,
life right now.
slept, and breathed fucking vintage motorcycles versus, you know, I got to have a knucklehead because that's what's cool. That's all.
Yeah. Now, so for my answer to that question is, I don't know him. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't give a shit if he's around or not. If he's cool, good. If he's not, he won't be around long. There's a lot. I've seen so many changing of the guards that it doesn't even matter. And but yeah, so like, you know, if you don't belong, don't belong.
Then that's an old saying, man.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's what.
But if he's cool, I don't.
Yeah.
Good.
that was a big thing when I was growing up, man. If you don't belong, then don't belong.
See, my problem is more
but-
with Harley trying to get involved in all this
Yeah,
custom
I'll
shit.
just fuck these guys,
when
man.
they were like fucking us for so many fucking years.
and then now they want in on all this fucking.
they
Born
want
Free
in all of the
and-
shit. Or not just Born Free, they're in on all
these,
kinds of shit.
all these other fucking things. But hold on, let me speak my piece on.
And not for nothing, because Grant was the last episode, which I just recorded
Really?
the other night. Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Neither of these episodes.
hold
are
on, you gotta fucking elaborate. on
Grant
that.
from Born Free.
Who?
Grant Peterson from Born Free, one of the founders of Born Free Show.
Oh, okay.
He was
Now I know.
he was
Yeah.
the last guest. Neither of these episodes have come out yet. Because this is the first time I'm ahead of the game. Where I've recorded 2 episodes in 2 days. That was 3 days.
Shit.
And I'm so proud of myself right now.
Was he here?
No, I did that one on the phone.
Oh, okay.
But Grant's a good dude, a solid dude who paid his dues and has a solid pedigree in the hot rod and motorcycle world.
Dog food?
But it's fucking derailing me. But the thing is, so
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not
like,
from the Northeast.
and I gave him a little shit. I told him fucking Born Free was one of the reasons I hate choppers now because, but I'm kidding. You know, like but there's truth behind every joke.
Yeah.
Grant's a good dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For
he's
real.
fucking. I've heard a lot of good things about him.
No.
Yeah.
So, but I don't even know where I was going with this. But that said, like, celebrities that are into choppers are a fad. Like when we were at Born Free, Brad Pitt was walking around and he had something to say about triumphs, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck what Brad Pitt has to say about fucking triumphs.
What do you have to say?
When I need an acting coach, I'll listen to what Brad Pitt has to fucking say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm like, oh, fuck you, dude.
What
And
do you say
and
about
your-
triumphs?
And your silk fucking outfit
Yeah.
walking around Born Free before it opens because you don't want to be there when the fucking when the riffraff is there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna
But-
hide.
But whatever, dude. So, but you know what? I mean, Jason Momoa has attached himself to dudes that I highly respect. And the fact that they still communicate with him says that he's probably an all right guy.
Honestly,
I don't know him, but anybody, I don't care who it is, and I'm not trying to invoke his name because I don't give a shit. Anybody, whether it's someone of that stature or some fucking kid that's just getting into it
Yeah.
because they think it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not really into it, you're not going to be here long, and I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? Like, and you can blow up on Instagram or fucking TikTok
Yeah.
or any of these
Yeah, say
fucking
whatever
things
the
in the
fuck you want.
meantime because you're fucking 16 and you got fucking 5,000 friends. And,
Hormones.
and whatever. And yeah. But like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, like I look up to dudes that are still here that are like grayer than me.
Yeah.
That have been around since like the 60s, 70s, a Hutch and
Yeah.
fucking.
No. Yeah.
Even, you know, and
Lumpy,
Lumpy, who rest in
R.I.P..
peace. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
no
all
shit.
kinds of dudes out here that have been around for a long time. Like that's what, like, fuck yeah, man. These motherfuckers are still around. They're still doing it. They're still helping people. They're still involved. That's what it's about. Like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what they do outside of this. Like, we get shit because, like, a really good friend of mine, Frankie, who just happened to get on that TV show Mayans. He's an old fucking hardcore dude. He's an old skinhead
Yeah,
dude.
you told me
And
about
he
that
reps
cat.
us all the time, and people like. I think people think we pay him to do that or some bullshit. Like
He's
like,
out of
no, that's-
California,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's just my boy, but he's really into this fucking shit. He was into this shit before that show blew
Yeah.
up. You know, and I don't care about TV shows and shit.
Yeah,
but-
I've been away
But I
from
support
that.
that show because I got him. I got another brother of mine that's on that TV show. An old friend is one of the fucking writers
Yeah.
and producers of that show. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so, but it doesn't matter what you do. It's just more about where your head's at in this. Like, if you're in it because you love it and it's fucking legit and you really have a love for it, fuck yeah, dude, we'll roll. If you're in it because it's some kind of stepping stone or something for you and you're going to be gone in 3 years, fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
There's
no
enough of
shit.
you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was with Voodoo Vintage, and it wasn't because
You left a fabrication job at a good shop and then became later a janitor at another shop. That shows you love this shit. That you know what I'm saying? That shows that you love this shit. Like,
I mean, I was in it for fucking. I was in it for like just with Voodoo Vintage.
were you the guy stamping out Jesse James keychains? Was that you?
And actually know who the fuck was doing that. Actually, no. To be honest with you, I think Jesse was actually doing that himself.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
On Instagram, he's doing it himself.
Yeah, he's
Is he doing 2 or 3 keychains for Instagram himself, or is he
no.
doing it? But you know,
So that guy's a professional.
as far as
fucking
Jason
stamper.
Momoa, like I do got to shout out because he's been buying Triumphs lately. So I mean,
has
you
he?
know, yeah,
Jason.
yeah. So just a stupid quick story. My buddy Mark up in New
Tell him he
Hampshire.
can buy the Born Free bike.
my buddy
Hey
Mark
Jason,
up, no,
we got the fucking Born
my
Free
buddy
bike here.
Mark
If you
up
want to
New-
build it,
up
I
in
built
New
the front end.
Hampshire.
Hey Jay, give me a chance.
Yeah, no, my buddy up in Mark in New Hampshire got a hold of this fucking super rad, like fucking like kind of like 56 Triumph fucking dirt bike.
No
like,
shit.
Yeah, and
What, like a
he
Tiger?
sold it to Mike Davis, Born Free Mike Davis. It was a
And
Tiger.
Mike, shout out to Mike too. I didn't mean to just shout out Grant. Mike is a cool motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
No shit.
So Mike bought the Triumph and sold it to Jason Momoa, and that's actual fact. So Jason Momoa allegedly now is buying a bunch of Triumphs.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. This is my piece on that dude. At first, I was real fucking skeptical.
Yeah.
Because there's always big names. That
Yeah,
are
the
There's
the first time I saw him kickstarting a knucklehead, I was like, "Oh fuck, what the fuck?"
Hey,
There's
can you,
always
can you mute Jay's mic?
There's always culture vultures, and it doesn't
bro.
matter if they're at this level or this level.
Yeah, there's
Fuck 'em
always
all.
culture vultures, man. And shout out to culture vultures from New Orleans.
And hipsters.
New Orleans.
Yeah, you ever been in that shop? Culture Vultures in
No,
New
no.
Orleans? Oh man, they got some cool shit.
New
Anyways,
Orleans is a fun town, man.
yeah, man, dude. I got fucking drugged last time when I was in fucking New Orleans.
That was me.
Me and my chick. Yeah, I thought it was you. I saw a big old fucking, like, it looked like this microphone.
Yeah, dude.
Shit, this thing's huge.
See that thing coming at your eye later.
Oh my. No, but seriously though, like, it's kind of one of those things, man. Like some people think they have money and they can just buy their way into this industry. But here's my piece on Jason Momoa. At first, I was skeptical as fuck, dude. I was like, nah. Like this guy is
Aquaman.
Yeah, but Aquaman
Actually,
had a
it was-
triumph in the beginning of the movie, dude.
it
There's
was
a triumph rigid in the father's house that fucking that a rigid triumph fucking barber project. So I mean, come on, that's fucking real shit, dude.
Wait, hold on. Where's
That's
the
not
mute
like
button for
hipster
Jay?
shit.
Which is why he's buying Triumphs up right now.
No. Well,
Life imitates art.
shit. But no, but seriously, here's my take on it. Jay, I'm gonna mute your fucking mic.
Is all you can hear is me sanding? Can you hear me sanding?
let him say
You can hear
he
the
really
long,
wants to say it. He
you
really
can hear
wants
the
to say
long strokes right now.
it. He really wants to say it. Fuck, I was trying to find the right button.
Hey, I'm sorry about these guys. They're just fucking
Sir
drunk.
Long
And
Stroke.
So am I.
All right, what are you trying to say?
Ryan over there in the back. No, so seriously, my fucking take. Like at first, I was pretty fucking skeptical about that guy being like getting into the shit, but once I realized that he was actually about it, like, dude, you can't imitate the look that a child has when they rev a fucking motorcycle. That's kind of what I see out of Jason Momoa. Like, when you first fall in love with motorcycles, it kind of makes me feel like a kid again. It's like
Yeah.
when I see the guy fucking ride his bikes and shit and he gets fucking excited. It's like, I mean, what got you into bikes? What got you into bikes? Like the sound of it, the fucking look of it, like you kind of just like follow in line with everything. Like that dude was actually like, he's fucking in it, man. Like
I agree.
I kind of miss.
100%.
Man, fuck you. I was waiting on that one.
However, every fucking hipster that starts a fucking knucklehead for the first time,
Man,
every motherfucker that starts a knucklehead for the first time has a big shit-eating grin on their face, and then when they can't keep it running, they're fucking out.
you know,
I'm just saying.
I don't know if he's actually going anywhere out, you know, or not going anywhere, but leaving. I think this guy's actually here to stay, man.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I think we spent enough time on Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Wait, and no disrespect, he could be the coolest dude in the world. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never met him, but
I don't care.
you know his brother,
Who's his brother?
Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah, Jeremiah. Hot dog eating motherfucker. I'm just kidding. All right.
Ah, fuck.
What'd you get? Oh, you get the regular?
God damn it. I'll trade you.
No.
What, butterscotch?
roll, dude. I gotta roll.
One more for the road.
I'll hit it.
Actually, you should drink that
Last one.
No, trade him. Trade him.
Butterscotch. No trades.
No, this trade's allowed because you're gonna go on the road. You want the mint one.
Yeah, but it's butterscotch.
It's
Same
going to help
shit.
you with the cops.
No, it's gonna help you with the cops. I've just brushed my teeth
Tell
off.
me about it. Give me that shit. Dude, you have to open these with your mouth.
I know.
The cops.
Hey, Jay, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm
that's
glad
so
I got a
important?
platinum tooth in Mexico.
I got a cookout at home. The kids, the wife, the fucking friends are coming over. 5 o'clock.
What friends? We're right here.
No,
Cheney
Family
Customs.
shit. Dick?
No,
Tree.
Cheney Customs.
Oh,
shout
Johnny.
out to Brian Cheney.
Brian Cheney. He's been on the podcast. He's the fucking man.
I don't
He's
know.
our
him.
Fucking,
pinstriper.
he's coming over.
Oh, that guy. All right, cool. Hey, man.
Yeah,
fucking
he's
what's up?
coming over to the house. We're having a fucking family barbecue. I'm gonna be lit. But he's coming over. I gotta stop home. I gotta stop at the liquor store and get some beer first.
All right.
And it's a half-hour drive to fucking Cava.
Cabo?
Cava. Carver.
See, I'm not from the Northeast.
I know.
and, there's a lot of.
Carver.
Let me say Tatanka.
No.
Fucking
Shumani Tutanka Owachi.
There's
wow, you know the whole thing.
white privilege.
Beavis, shut up before I kick her ass.
There's a new one. There's a new.
Yeah, I
Beavis
saw
and
that,
Buds.
yeah.
But they're not
Dude,
doing.
the voice,
They're not
the
doing videos
voiceover is
anymore.
horrible, dude.
Yeah.
They're doing TikTok videos. or
Mike
something.
Judge ain't doing the voiceover.
I
dude.
thought he
It's
was.
fucking terrible.
Wait, what?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe he's not, but whatever I heard was so bad. It wasn't like the original
Really?
shit, dude. Maybe his
Yeah, well,
voice has
shit was
changed
cool.
too much.
Yeah, let's
Before
check
you-
this down.
all right,
Yeah.
Hey, man.
What's
Salute.
what is there a thing, a native thing they do instead of salute
I mean,
Or-
we
or
drink,
skull?
we drink
Or
firewater.
Scrovia. I know. But is there like a cheer?
I already
like a
had
cheers
in
or a
mind,
salute?
fucking.
Yeah, it's called Mad Dog 2020.
I already have in mind.
All right. Mad Dog 2020.
No, we drink the shit. Oh,
But nonetheless,
man, Big Truth can swallow. Is that it?
we just went through.
That's it. We went
10
through 30
shots each.
fucking nips.
10
Dude.
shots each.
Wait. This is podcast history.
Is that record?
10
This
shots
is
each.
no. This is the first time we
Emptied the
finished.
bag.
We emptied the bag of mystery bag of nips.
Damn.
The mystery bag of shooters is dead.
Jay, thank you.
killed it. All right.
Big Truth. Thanks
All
for
right,
having me
yeah.
on the podcast. So I got one more. I don't know if they got any questions for me, but I'm gonna bring up Matt Jackson. My dude,
My dude.
you're fucking rad. Like you have never changed the person that you are, and that is much appreciated in the scene.
Sounds like you're giving a eulogy for his graduation.
Fucking, is that what they call
Only
that?
that you're blowing
What is
them.
I don't know what I just said. A eulogy is not the same thing as like a graduation.
All the fuck I'm saying, man. That dude.
No, you giving him.
I
Some
mean,
respect.
you're friends with. Are you friends with Matt?
We know Matt.
Yeah,
we're not,
and that dude-
like, we're not best friends with him, but we know him.
Dude, that dude is like, I've only been around him a couple of times, you know, like his old lady, Lisa, she's cool as fuck, man. Like I've known Lisa for a minute, you know, she's definitely been around the hot, not like that, but you know, she was around the hot rod scene. Like she's a known figure, you know, she's always kind of, she's been around. Not like that. Fuck, it makes me sound like an asshole,
no.
but she's cool as fuck.
She's been
man.
involved.
Yeah, and involved. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, but she's been involved for a long time. Matt's the coolest motherfucker, dude. Like that dude. I looked up to Matt. You know, I mean, we're about the same age, I think. What is he like? 54? Just kidding.
It's good that there's young guys that you can look up to because there's
Yeah.
not a lot of young guys.
No.
Like we looked up to a lot of like guys in their 70s
Yeah.
and 80s at this point, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're in our late 40s, early 50s. You know what I mean? So we look up to a lot of those guys. It's good. It's really good that you can look up to the guys that are in their like mid to late 30s.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I
And
mean?
that guy's
In
a
our
wealth of-
industry, especially.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly, man. Because there's so many older guys, man. But when it comes down to it, it's like, fuck, like somebody like Matt, dude. Like he's a rare, and I'm gonna say it, and it's not anything of who he is now. It's none of that shit, man. Because I'm a fucking asshole. I'm gonna say it how it is. But when it comes down to it,
I agree.
yeah. Well, you gotta go take a leak. You gotta take a.
Don't keep talking.
Oh, you gotta take an Apache leak, huh?
Keep talking.
Oh, he's gotta handle a customer. Hey, I can smoke in here, right?
Yeah.
He said yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Fucking shit. No, but Matt is one of those rare breeds that.
I'm introducing a new challenge.
What the fuck are you doing?
No.
The hot pepper challenge.
No. I ain't part of it. I'm not part of this
All right,
challenge.
no, keep talking about
So he's
There's no
introducing a hot pepper
for
challenge.
me. That's you and Truth.
Let's see how this goes.
L Guy and Truth is a part of the hot pepper challenge. I am not fucking taking part.
I'm gonna wait to see what happens.
What is that?
So shout out to Jim who brought me some hot peppers.
Jim, which Jim? Jim P?
No, another Jim. We did a bunch of stuff. They all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right.
They ain't hot then. Those are the peppers that remind me of my dad used to
Yeah,
grow
but
in
he's
the garden,
Apache.
dude.
It's
Those are
a-
little
he's-
fucking peppers.
He's
Those
Apache
things-
and Mexican.
Yeah, chewed a
This is-
fucking whole red some bullshit.
As a
and
gringo,
hot.
is this gonna fuck me up?
I don't know. I don't know what you white people can handle. Fuck. Let's see. Hold on. And then I'll go. No, you got to bite the whole fucking thing, dude, and
Take the
chew
whole
it.
thing.
Don't just swallow it. Chew it.
I'm chewing, dude.
Stick the rest of the fucking thing in your mouth.
I'm not doing the stem.
They're not hot. That's like a fucking
That's
jalapeno.
not gonna hurt you.
There's a jalapeno in there. There's 1, 2, 3.
What's the green ones?
Jalapeno.
Watch. He's gonna start. Fuck. I guess Big Truth can't handle shit. Seriously?
No, I'm sneezing, dude.
You're joking.
Yeah. No, that was real.
No, I sneezed. It went up.
That's real shit.
Yeah, he's sneezing. And now he's being a pussy.
I'm being a pussy.
He's being white.
Get you a water?
No, seriously, like it was funny though, because when I first met Matt, right? I'm not sure if he was.
I ain't doing that shit, dude. I ain't doing that shit.
I need a beer. Hold on.
Oh God, he's being a bitch. Hey, give
not
me
being
a.
a bitch. I just
Oh no,
need something.
it's okay.
My
You
father,
can admit it.
Hey, listen. My father used to grow peppers like that small, and a friend of mine. I'm talking about like early teens, like between 12 and 13. My friend came to the house, same size peppers, so they're probably the same thing. My friend came to the house. He's like, "Oh, I can eat that." Fucking ate it, dude. He fucking almost died.
Really?
Bro. Fucking almost 12, 13 years old. Ate a whole pepper. Just fucking took a bite out of it, dude. Fucking almost died.
You know what?
Fucking-
I'm gonna, dude. The best fucking flaming like perfect blend of spices in a burger. Some of my buddies, they work down at this place there in Austin. I'll take you down there, Truth.
You
hey,
should-
you ever been down to Casino El Camino?
You should make. You
Yeah.
should make Truth take you to No Problemo.
Oh,
tonight.
man.
After this podcast, make him take you down to No Problemo tonight.
We'll
so
go. Fuck it. Yeah.
it's an awesome burrito. It's not like
It's an awesome
authentic-
burrito?
It's not authentic Mexican.
Nah, it's
it's
fine.
not really Tex-Mex. It's their
not like a
own thing.
Mexican.
It's not the only thing, but they got hot sauce. They got regular like hot sauce. And they got Nick sauce, and Nick sauce is like pretty spicy.
Right
but
on.
like I think you would at least you
Fuck
know
you, Jim.
enjoy No Problemo for dinner.
Hey Ryan, come say some words.
He's
Ryan,
laughing.
He's
you
been
gotta
working
take
his
over.
ass
You
off
gotta
over
take over. I gotta get out of here, dude, and you gotta take over.
Yeah, Ryan.
You've been on this podcast before, so
Oh,
don't
he
act-
has.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
He's
fuck
a,
him.
he's a vagabond.
Wall of Death.
He's a vagabond. He's been all over the country. He's fucking used to do the Wall of Death. He's been on this podcast.
Yeah, he's like me. He travels and gets all
Yeah.
fucked up.
Uncle
Hey,
Traveling Nat.
Actually, I want to get
From
to know a
Fraggle
couple of
Rock.
things about him. But no, so really, you're dying. Was it hot?
I'm alive, man.
Yeah,
I'm
he's,
good.
He's alive. It's,
No, you just need a little bit.
What happened was I like coughed and the pepper went up into my nose. That's what happened.
Damn, like sorting some bad coke. Just kidding. I don't do that shit. Honestly, I don't. No, but so going back to Matt Jackson, it was funny. So when I first met him,
It cleared my sinuses though.
oh, did it?
Yeah.
Dude, just drinking that hot ball cleared my.
That's some good pepper, dude.
Yes.
So you've been at Casino El Camino.
Yeah, it's good.
So my buddy that Zach Volta, he rides bikes now. I mean, he always rode bikes anyway. Like he had his bike in my garage for a minute, but Zach Volta, he works the grill, but he used to work. He used to be a band called the Crumb Bums. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
I know
guys.
that name, yeah.
Yeah, the Crumb Bums. So like Davey Tejas and all that jazz. Now he sings for the Casualties and shit. But I met.
Dude, I need a piece of bread or something.
Stop being a bitch. Your dad was tougher than that shit. I just met him today.
My dad's tough as shit.
Dude, your dad's tough as nails, man. And his dog, that motherfucker. Really, dude?
I gotta roll out.
Yeah,
dude.
Jay's gotta go to the-
I got company coming over. Fucking.
I don't blame you.
literally in 10 minutes.
Go home.
And I got a half-hour ride.
That's how we do it.
It was awesome to meet you, bro. Fucking,
Likewise.
I'm sorry I was a dick like when I first met you. Like
What, you weren't a dick. You were nice
Well, I
as
had a
fuck. You were
cold
just
and
being, cold-shouldered like an asshole.
I just didn't.
Eat one of these red peppers. And
I ain't eating one of those.
I'll forgive you if you eat one.
Do we gotta eat bread? Like I feel like my throat is closing up. Yeah.
Hey, we're taking a break. Give us a second.
Ain't taking
no,
no
fine,
fucking
dude.
breaks. We don't
The
do,
show goes on.
This
on the
mother-
East Coast, we don't do breaks.
This
Ain't
motherfucker's.
no breaks. You're just a pussy, and you need a 10-minute break.
I got to pee every 10 seconds. Hey, Jay, it was a pleasure, man. Well, you have a good night. Seriously, though, like,
I wish I would have known, but
no, it's cool. He didn't tell you.
you didn't tell me.
I was gonna tell him today, and then fucking I got derailed when Cole came by.
He came in like a
in this
cold
business,
shoulder.
Wherever business we are, we get the rails. I'm gonna move this shit.
But they got to deal with a bunch of shit out here.
Ryan's gonna take my place.
No, Ryan.
Sit down. Take a
Ryan, take a seat. No, so anyways, so no, when I first met Matt Jackson, man, that dude, he's cool as fuck, man, but like my nature is naturally to talk fucking shit. And apparently
red.
Ryan is taking a pepper. Let's see this shit. Man, it's too bad we can't make a video.
Shots from the mystery bag of shots.
The mystery bag of shots is dead. Oh.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Want me to grab you a beer?
This is the silver pepper. Right
Hey,
now.
but we got some fucking
Yeah, grab a beer.
badass
He's gonna need one.
tequila right here.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, man, crunchy. What do you think?
It's
The
not
initial
bad. It's
bite's got a
flavorful.
little bit of heat.
But then it keeps coming, and then my throat was closing.
Yeah, he's dying over here.
I'm a fucking ginger, dude.
Oh, my. Yeah.
No,
My skin's about to turn as red as my hair.
Damn, somebody sent me some nudies. I'm just kidding. Who the fuck is this? Let's find out. And let's open up my fucking mail.
All right, whole pepper in. The heat's coming. But
left, so
Thank you.
a couple of these to catch up. Don't drink this water.
Sorry, my high school teacher just sent me some photos. Just kidding.
Naked photos?
I think so.
Boy?
Yeah, let's find out. Here, Jay, open my mail.
Mr. Schlotsky.
Oh, she's definitely a schlot. Oh shit! Just kidding.
A little hot, right?
yeah, we got some heat here. Bring in the heat. Oh, there we go. The gym teacher's not looking too bad right now.
And yeah, shit gets crazy. I had a badass high school. I had a badass upbringing. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So when I first met Matt, it was fucking funny because I always wanted to meet that dude, but you know, Austin wasn't really a big place, but it was kind of. Are you fucking dying over here?
I'm dying over here. That pepper was a lovely experience.
I don't
but,
know what it is about the microphone, but you should just mute it.
If we could stop the ride,
Really?
I'd like to get off.
Too late,
Fucking tearing
motherfucker.
up. I'm gonna start snotting in a minute here.
This is the big truth,
Damn.
and we're getting all the
I
truth.
can barely talk. I'm fucking drooling.
Wait. So Matt, Matt, Ryan. So you were on that whole tour, right? With the Wall of Death.
Yeah. I spent a couple of years bouncing around the country.
Did you
Doing
ride
stuff.
that fucking wall? I'm
Yeah.
assuming?
Yeah. You don't
So-
get to ride it until you've set that thing up, torn it down, and done many a mile.
What are the
alongside it,
chances of me riding that wall?
but, it depends. I mean, if you're willing to be a janitor at West Coast Choppers, I think you got a good chance.
Good. I'm glad. So when it comes down to it, do you know what's the guy's name? Charlie?
Yeah, one of the riders. Charlie.
Yeah. I met him, and actually I met him and you back in the day when you guys were at Austin.
Yeah, that was at one of the hand-built shows years ago. I wasn't actually
world.
with American Motordrome at the time, but I
Yeah.
was actually down there with Vance and Leathers.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, truth's out for a quick break, but when it comes down to it, man,
Hey, it's your podcast now, bud. Your podcast. Huh?
hey, it's cool, man.
You got the wheel.
I'm taking over. Where's your buttons? Wah 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 wah. So when it comes down to it, man, like I met you fucking years ago, and that's why you said I looked familiar, and I knew you fucking looked familiar because not every day you get to meet a Native American.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that was 2017. Yeah, because
Dude,
it
you
was
nailed it, man.
yeah, it was a little while
He
back.
says that to all the ethnic dudes.
Yeah. Speaking of-
Is that a special year?
I want the listeners to know I have a single tear running down my cheek right now.
I see it.
And
yeah.
I gave him a hanky.
It's going over
Yeah.
all those wrinkles he's got from being a
Yeah.
white man.
Well, it's laugh lines, man. Hang around here.
No,
Do a
but
lot of laughing.
dude, this whole fucking podcast, I'm pretty sure. Damn,
Has degenerated. But it's great.
it's been a shit show the entire time. It's just been a bunch of drinking. So let me go back to.
That's pretty much what this is all about.
But I met you actually the same year I met Keanu Reeves. That I'm gonna say that motherfucker right there is actually into bikes, dude. Like my ex, she does. Josie, she does a lot of his shit for. She did the makeup for The Matrix. Like and it's funny though because it's been brought up a couple of times on her end too. It's like fuck, dude. Like we know the same people, and the craziest thing about, I'm not gonna say me, but like the energy that I kind of bring around. I've been around a bunch of fucking people that are big names, and it's like fuck. I'm just Native American, but I didn't put it out there. And so I know it's not like an empathy thing. Like, it's like, I know a lot of fucking people, dude. It's like, it's a trip. And I mean, it's not even through Voodoo Vintage. I guess I travel a lot, but I've been fucking.
If you're in the world, you're of the world.
Yeah, dude. Like,
see how deep that was?
yeah. Oh my. I'm feeling a little spiritual right now.
It's because you ate that hot pepper, man. You're connected to the earth now.
Yeah, you feel
A
closer
little
to
bit of
death,
dirt on
don't
that.
you?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I'm good.
Ryan-
I'm having a near-death experience. It's all coming. It's all coming full circle now.
That's gonna be a new thing on the podcast now. The hot pepper challenge. Save that bag.
So this whole podcast is going to be how I met Matt Jackson. We'll eventually get to that.
So please finish up what you need to say about Matt Jackson, who I love. You know,
I wanna-
I love him.
I got love
counter.
for Matt. I got love for Matt.
Yeah.
I want to counter on the number of times you've said his name. This podcast.
So for this episode, there's a new drinking game. Every time
Lou brings
that
up
Lou
Matt.
brings up Matt Jackson, says Matt Jackson, take a drink.
This is going to be the Lou and the Matt podcast.
I gotta say this when we record the commercials in a minute.
Oh,
we're gonna
shit.
talk about that.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to fucking finish up my story. Finally, let me finish this mug and this cigarette after 5 minutes. Hold on.
It's like the third time you've had to relight that thing.
Fuck you. See, I stopped for you motherfuckers. He was dying of a fucking of a chili overdose and
Because I fucking like snorted or something. It went up my fucking nasal.
pussy.
It's all good now.
No, so the first time I met Matt, he was definitely I would kind of say an idol. And it wasn't because of this born free bullshit. It was because of the person that he fucking was, man. Like the guy was just about motorcycles, man. I can't fucking emphasize enough on how much I like dudes that actually fucking are about what the fuck they're about, dude. That dude is a real son of a bitch, man. Like, there's not many people like him, man. Like, that dude was vice grip before, and now he is who he is. I'm not gonna mention any names, but the guy's he's been the same fucking person the entire time. It's been fucking nuts. But when I was, he was definitely one of my idols, man. I mean, for being as young as he was and doing what he did, like, or doing what he does, like, the dude's a badass motherfucker. But when it comes down to it, man, like, you don't get many guys like Matt. Matt is a wealth of knowledge. And for being as young as he is, I'm surprised that not surprised, but the dude's just a bad motherfucker. But so when he came down to Voodoo Vintage, right, he came down to get some of our stickers done, some shitty ass stickers. He came down to our shop and he comes down and he's like, hey man, I came to see Dave, or I'm here. Where's Dave? And I'm like, yeah, he's in the office. And being me, I'm an asshole and I'm always joking around. And I'm like, yeah, but he doesn't want to see you.
Yeah.
His face was like, oh. But it was like, it was funny though to me, but he didn't take it so funny. Yeah. He's very serious and he's a cool fucking dude, man. Like that, and that's my only story with the guy. But other than that, like, I've seen him around. I've been around him. He gave me a hug the last time I saw him, like 2-3 weeks ago when I was in Austin. But he congratulated me when I made my step into certain worlds or whatnot. But the guy's always just been himself, dude. Like, I have nothing but fucking good things to say about that guy. Like, he's rad. But in the past, like, I've fucked up, and I'm because I'm usually a shit talker, and this is away from Matt though, but I've always like fucked around with people. But when I fuck up, I always try to make amends. I'm like, hey, you know what? I said some shit that wasn't really. Let me apologize. And I'll fucking post it on social media to fucking not only make myself seem like the fool, but to fucking say, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So anyways, I guess that about covers it. I mean, you got any questions for me? Man, you taking all my sensitive stories and fucking them up.
The best is I've had my finger on this trigger and I'm watching him watch me wait for when I'm going to do it. No.
Hold on, let me hit that.
I don't know. It's this one. No. It's the blue.
I like this one better.
Ladies and gentlemen, shit's about to go down.
Oh, yeah. So, I do have some questions for you. How? Do we have any more grab bag?
Wait, how what?
Do we have another
How'd I
grab
get
bag?
this
I
handsome?
don't have a set of
Genetics,
headphones
baby.
right now, so
Thanks,
I
my
have
pet.
no clue what's going on over there.
Oh yeah.
We're making love on the fucking keyboard.
I just see them staring into each other's eyes. That's it.
I wish I was there. Oh shit, my shit just died. Well, you're fucked, but you can have that monitor
What?
when you become Joe Rogan.
Schmo.
I'm
Schmo Blogan.
I'm gonna let you guys. So
You had a question. What was your question?
I do, but I gotta take a leak like Apaches.
You know, see, you know what they do is they drink a lot before they go to sleep so they can get up early
Exactly.
and hunt buffalo.
How the fuck do you know that?
I know shit, dude.
That's crazy. It's like you've almost seen it. So,
In a past life.
I'm gonna.
I eat that pepper, and the world's knowledge is at my fucking.
Goddamn! How long has this podcast been?
I don't
going
even
on?
know because you keep taking so many pisses. I'm only seeing 47 minutes, but it's been 47 minutes since you took a piss last.
Bro, I got here at fucking what, like 11?
I know. I don't
It's
know.
5:02. I'm not making this flight.
Yo, your flight's at
Oh,
6.
man.
There's no way you're making.
No, fuck that. We're partying tonight. I don't give a fuck. Don't tell me you can't party.
Sorry.
They're texting, folks.
I'm not texting. I'm looking at things. All right. What do you need to go to the bathroom? All right. We're gonna
Yeah.
shut it up. All right. Here we go again. All right. Drunker.
Are you on record?
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, okay.
But it's all you, bud. You're running the show now. I handed it over.
All right.
You
cool.
you had some questions that you needed to ask either me or Ryan.
So Ryan, have you ever? I don't know if you've ever talked about this, but is the wall of death something hard to ride, or?
Getting to the point. I mean, yeah, we did a whole podcast going through the details if you want to dig back on it, but
He's on episode like number 5.
Oh no, shit! I'm on 4. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
so it's
I meant you. You're on. I
Number net.
I don't know what number he is. Like, I meant you. I don't know.
I'm fucking.
yeah, I mean, it's difficult, but the hardest part isn't actually riding the wall of death. It's doing all the work that goes into building it and all that
okay.
stuff, and actually getting your head wrapped around all the stuff that goes into that. If it was an amusement ride, everybody could pay the ticket and take the ride kind of thing, but you got to put the work in and you got to be dedicated to the thing to be able to even get an opportunity to sit in a go-kart or, get on a bike or something like that
shit.
and do it. So
How long's Charlie been doing it? Because I know that I met him years ago.
I don't know. I'm not a great historian on the individual riders' timelines being in it, but I imagine he's got 20 plus years doing it.
Damn.
But yeah, it's a labor of love. If you're gonna do it, you gotta commit everything to it. And unfortunately, with COVID situation and all that stuff, with things kind of being shut down for a little bit, definitely took the wind out of my sails with it. And as I started looking for other avenues to stay in the motorcycle industry and get a little bit more stability in life. So, as much as I loved it, you gotta make some hard choices sometimes, and mine was to step away and come back home to Chopperhead Custom Cycles.
But who brought you into like the motorcycle scene? That's kind of what I've always, I've
Into
wondered.
the motorcycle scene. I don't know. I mean, I grew up around stuff. I had a lot of family members and things like that rode growing up, so it was always kind of adjacent to it. And my parents did their best to keep me away from bikes because they knew my dad was a maniac and my mom was on the back of the bike while he was a maniac. So it was one of those things that they were like, you probably shouldn't have one. We know how you're going to be.
Yeah.
So I found it on my own and kind of kept it from them for a little bit. But yeah, and then around here there's a great community of people that are doing awesome things. Like I literally had Chopperhead in the backyard. I worked around the corner from the Jenny Street shop. And
that's where Jay has the shop now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's where we were before here.
Yeah.
And then we bought this building. And then
Yeah.
we have both buildings.
Oh, okay.
Jay mostly works out of there. I mostly work out of here.
Right on.
There was a fire over there, so he's over here too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, years ago, I worked like a block away from there, and I noticed that the shop was there, and I was a time bandit. I'd come by and ask all kinds of stupid questions.
Hey,
and
we all
you know,
grew up that way, man.
and,
The guys
you know,
who were interested.
It was I wasn't quite annoying enough to be told to fuck off, you know. So it's like it was good.
How'd you
And
really
then,
feel about that?
Yeah.
What?
How'd you really feel about him coming by? Did
No,
you?
he's good.
Yeah.
Did you-
He's
did
here
you
with me
like him
now. He's
coming
my
around?
fucking right hand man right now.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, you guys heard it from the man himself. No, but it's nice to actually be around, like, cause, man, I wanted to get into motorcycles growing up as a kid, and one of the guys that was about it was, like I was saying earlier, Dirty Dave, man. Like, I think at one point, man, I might have been fucking drunk, but I think he said that I should come around and learn some shit and actually maybe work on bikes, dude. And I should have taken the opportunity, man, because that dude is a fucking wealth of knowledge. He's got a son.
Doesn't matter. You're here now.
Yeah. Yeah, but I could have gotten.
I got that in, by the way. Just
I'm
for-
surprised.
Yeah.
The other one just kind of, what's right fucking next to me?
That's not mine. Oh, that was mine. Sorry.
That is yours. You didn't make it in the hole.
That wasn't me.
Oh, fuck, apparently. You didn't even get in the hole. No, but so seriously, man, like, it's these old school fucking dudes, like Truth over here. I mean, this guy's as fucking dusty as nails and shit, but
God
he's been,
damn, dude. What a fucking blow to the ego that is, right?
motherfucker, you've been around, dude. I looked up to you, and it wasn't because of the fucking videos and shit. I didn't even know you guys had videos until, like, I saw you on fucking, what is it? What is it? Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no fucking idea. You guys, to me, were still like reputation on the streets, man. Like, I looked up to you. Like, tell you the truth, when David told me we're doing a front end for Chop Ahead.
You're like, who the fuck's that?
No,
Yeah.
I was severely into Triumphs and just motorcycles in general, like Jay's work and shit and your work, and I was like, fuck, like. I walked away and I was like, because Dave wasn't really into fucking choppers. He was into board track racers.
Yeah.
And I walked away and I was like, the fuck out of here. Stop fucking teasing my cock. And then he comes up to me. He's like, no, I'm being serious. They want us to fucking do a front end for their Born Free build. And what was it, 2016?
Yeah. I mean, as far as the text evidence goes, it was Born Free 8.
Dude, I don't know what's on those texts, so I don't want to fucking see it. I was
No, there
probably
wasn't a
talking
lot.
shit.
There wasn't a lot. It was literally just like,
It was mainly business.
it was mainly business.
Oh, good.
I'm going to look right now just for. We were
Because I'm sure I was talking about shit about hipsters back then too. Man, fuck them. What's it say?
badass. Just sent you an email. Save my number. If you ever need anything, shoot me a text. That's up.
You sent me that?
You sent me that.
Oh, okay, cool.
I gave you my email. We must have been talking about something to do with the front end.
Yeah.
It's from 2016. I think that's Born Free 8 time, which
Yeah.
was where the bike was.
That was when I was dating a chick named Michaela, I think. Yeah. But yeah, man, fuck, man. Like, I was a big fucking fan of y'all's work, and I thought David was just pulling my chain, like, because he wasn't really about choppers, man. He was about board track racers. So I was like, I walked away from him because I thought he was fucking with me. And then when I realized he was being serious, I was like, oh, fuck. Like, Chop Ahead wants us to do a front end. It was kind of surreal. I was like, they know who we are.
Yeah, man.
That's nutty.
That shit was out, man. Like, you guys were doing good. That shit was good. Like, a lot of people were running your front ends.
And actually, talking about that, man, like the cat from Bike Barn. What's his name?
Old Bike Barn?
Yeah. Oh, man, I put you on the
Are you
spot.
asking me questions?
Yeah.
Podcast sponsor.
No,
Bear.
Bear,
from Old Bike
yeah.
Barn.
Bear, yeah. What's his real name?
I don't know his real name.
Is he Native American?
No, I
With a name like Bear?
literally only know him as Bear.
Oh, shit.
I've known him a long time, and I don't think I really know his real name.
Is he Native American?
I don't know.
Oh, Shit, I kind of.
I don't know nobody's business.
Neither do I. No, but when it came down to it, like those guys had me on what the fuck's it called? Greasy Dozen Run?
Yeah.
So I built a bike for the Greasy Dozen Run. I built a frame just for that. And not just for that. I built the frame for it. It was a spinoff of the Model 13 that Voodoo Vintage has. And then I built some crazy fucking radical frame, and I think I used a fucking it was an Erlen Century Springer that I got out of a place out of Austin called Heritage Motorcycle Supply, and they were like, literally, they had like a selection of fucking of front ends and all kinds of crazy parts and shit. So I was able to find.
I feel like there's a bunch of parts hoarded in Austin, or there
Dude.
was.
There used to be, man. There used to be a place called Bud's Motorcycle
Yeah,
Supply.
no, Buds, yeah.
Holy shit, man. That was a fucking holy grail. Like, you would walk in there, and it was like, I think it was like 4 stories of parts. And you would walk in there, and you were like, fuck. Like, there's so many fucking parts, and it's so fucking rad. Like, you have a lot of cool shit. Don't give me that wah bullshit.
No, I'm not.
Get the fuck away from that button. But I'm over here like...
I wasn't.
I'm spewing my heart out to you.
That's the best point to put that. No, I wasn't. I literally wasn't.
Get away from that button. No, seriously, man. Like, there was a lot of cool places like that, and now like you have like you'll go down the same street and it'll still have that Buds sign, but it's like some fucking restaurant, I guess, or some shit. But they took the name, and now they have a statue out there with like all the old parts that were there. I've never been there, but it's like, man, dude, like that's gentrified like a motherfucker. Like when I grew up there, like white people weren't, no offense, motherfuckers, but I'm Native American. I can take that. But when it comes down to it, like it's not like you weren't allowed. It was just like, it was the hood, man, that area, like somewhat, Chicano Park. If you weren't white, you didn't go in that neighborhood. If you were anything other than Mexican, you didn't go in that neighborhood. And now it's like, I'll go into that neighborhood and people look at me the same way we used to look at motherfuckers like, what are you doing here? Yeah. But when it comes down to it, man, like that was like the holy grail, man. Like when it came down to guys that were actually building their bikes, you would go to Bud's.
Yeah.
And I, unfortunately, one day I went out there and, fuck, man. I went down there one day to get some parts and they had menudo there, and like that's an old fucking Mexican dish or whatever, but they would fucking serve.
I thought you
food
meant the
occasionally.
band. Yeah. Huh? I thought you were talking about the band.
No. There's a band called Menudo?
Yeah, dude, you know Menudo?
No.
I'm going to tell you about some Mexican culture.
Shit, apparently. I'm not Mexican, so I don't know. But when it comes down to it, man, like I went there like another time, and I guess it's the day that Bud passed away. And it was kind of a bummer, man, because this dude was super fucking rad. And I told my buddy to tell Dirty, because Dirty Dave, the guy that basically, dude, they're.
You want me to play a song?
No,
you want me to play a song?
You might get a copyright fucking infringement. That's an actual band, dude. Oh, is that connected to your phone? Man. Take that shit out, man.
So you went to Bud's and
Sorry.
Menudo was there.
That's Menudo featuring Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin.
Oh, is that what that is?
In 1984.
He was in a band called Menudo.
No. He was a guest.
Where the fuck are my cigarettes? Y'all hide those from me? No, they're right here. They're on my laptop. No, but seriously, man, like I went over there one day, and it was I went over there to go pick up some parts, and I knew the guy that got me into it. And these are like 6 hours apart, like these two different shops.
Yeah.
Dirty Dave Cycles is in South Texas. The guy actually also has a museum dedicated to old school fucking bikes. He has like old knuckles, shovels, pans, Indians. Like the dude just works on a bunch of crazy shit, and he's cool as fuck, but he's one of those old school grumpy guys we grew up with. Like, he doesn't give a fuck, man, but he's got a cool kid. His name's Harley Garcia. So the guy's name is Dirty Dave. That's Dave. His kid is named Harley. So it's Harley David's son. It's fucking funny, man. It's cool as fuck. But he owns a place out in Buda, Texas. No, it's not. It's somewhere out in the outskirts of fucking Austin, but it's called Tires and Tacos. But the guy actually, he grew up with his dad, so he grew up like building cool shit. But anyways, I grew up around his dad, so he was basically the number one inspiration. So for that being note, we're drunk as fuck. We're gonna call this podcast.
Do they have tacos there?
Yeah, actually, they have fucking taco nights.
Just making sure it wasn't false advertising.
Yeah, man. I think his old lady's called like Kezia Garcia or something. She's cool as fuck, dude, man.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, with that note being said, I think we're already drunk as fuck anyway. So we're.
But I felt like you were going somewhere with that.
Yeah, I was, but I've been fucking drinking all day with you motherfuckers. I missed the flight. I've been drinking with you, and we're gonna continue drinking tonight. So
yeah, all right.
He says, yeah, like that. Yeah.
Where can people, if they want more information about becoming the janitor at West Coast Choppers?
Yeah, you can get in touch with. Fuck, I don't know.
Can you forward a copy of the NDA to people? Get them to sign up.
But where's
doing that shit.
if like what's like find out what you're going on. Like what's your do you have any shit you want to promote or social media shit or anything?
Your tarantula farm.
Yeah, the tarantulatorium.
Actually, I got some pretty fucking wicked tarantulas, but
I know. You didn't talk about your tarantulas and snakes.
Well, there's titties here.
The tarantulatorium.
What the fuck? No, my buddy Eddie Munster. Sorry, you just texted me. No, but so hold on. I have a couple of questions for you. So, have you ever heard of a? You ever heard of bullshit?
What?
You ever heard of a band called Bullshit Detector?
No.
No, they're like a skinhead band out of Austin.
Okay.
The cat's name's Richard. He's a bad motherfucker. You ever heard of Violent Way?
Yeah, I know Violent Way.
Okay, so
They're from like Buffalo or some shit.
Yeah, I saw them twice, dude. Those guys are fucking heavy. And I wanted.
They play in Boston with Lions Law.
No shit.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about that, man, because I got to catch him twice. That dude is fucking aggressive, man.
Yeah,
like,
it's good shit.
Dude.
My boy Ruben's working with them.
No shit.
Yeah.
I never got into that. Like, I'm not a skinhead. I'm fucking yo-ho.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, with that being said, we're drunk, so we're gonna call this podcast. We're fucking trash.
All right, dude, it's your world. I'm just in it. We're calling it.
Yeah, we're calling it.
All right, that's
drunk.
We got to do
Edit
ads,
that shit
right?
out.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'm gonna hit the end here, and then we're gonna start over, and we're gonna do commercials.
Ooh.
All right.
Old Bike Barn. Yeah, there
old
you go.
bike barn. Hold on.